All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm going to do my check to make sure I'm not echoing here. Yep, that's looking good. That's looking good. Oh, that's echoing. Good catch. That's why I'm always glad I double check this at the start of every stream, because sometimes it doesn't echo and sometimes it does echo. Sometimes my tabs stay muted and sometimes they don't stay muted. Okay, welcome in, everybody. Today is even hotter in real life than it was yesterday. It is an absolute inferno up here in my attic, so I've got a full jug of water, as cold as I can possibly get it. Already sweating on my back, and I've just kind of been editing for the last 20 minutes to try and get a new thumbnail out, because I realized my other one wasn't exactly that great on the YouTube side of stuff. So besides, today we're going to be starting the Azh'Ruun pit. So we'll be doing the circles of fire hell, which is great because it's so hot. We're basically immersing ourselves in that heat right now myself. So so my thumbnail is also one that reflects that kind of heat. Ooh. Wow. That is properly cold too. Right down into the through the spine. That's where water flows, right? I hope all of you are having a fantastic Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Oh, geez. The first day I forget the actual... Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Oh, okay, cool. That updated it too. Okay. Woo! I had a notification in my tray that said AMD was updating, and I was like, oh, geez, man, not right now. It was 4 hours ago it updated, so we're good there. I hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday. Hope you're all trying to stay cold during this heat wave pretty much across the planet. At least as long as we can stay cold on this planet. That's why I hate summer, man. That's why I hate the summer. A lot of people love this heat. I can't stand it. Give me 0 degree Fahrenheit days any day of the week. Okay. So I also want to try and do, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I also want to try and do something very interesting, I think, for the start of this campaign, which is try and go about it in a teaching manner. That way I can cut it later for a video for like how to like kind of start a faction or start this campaign mode. So I might be over explaining a lot of things here in the beginning of the start of the campaign, just so that way later on in the edit I don't have to remake a lot of footage or rather voice over anything. I still probably will have to, just because the way I approach live content is totally different. Not even the way I approach it, just the way you have to approach live content is totally different than recorded footage. If you guys have any questions at all, too, please feel free to ask right away. Even if you think it's a stupid question, I promise you it's not. Someone's thinking about it. I just might not even be thinking about it at the moment, and I prefer to help answer or teach in any way possible. That is why I made this channel. That's why I'm trying to do this, is so that way I can help teach people how to play these kinds of games, because I think the 4X genre is awesome. I think it's one of the best things you can do to both improve your critical thinking and the way you kind of approach situations in life, and just have a ton of fun. But I realize they can also be quite intimidating for people who think that they can't do this kind of stuff. So I want to try and help that as much as possible. Okay, let's get started here today with the Azh'Ruun pit. Hopefully my music is correct. It sounds correct so far. Although we will have to mute here soon the music, just because all of these campaigns typically have some kind of voice dialogue to start, and then they're back to normal quiet. Okay, so this realm is going to be full of lava, full of demons. This realm features unusually powerful free city-states, and it's harder to make alliances with those free city-states. Not impossible, but harder. More specifically, it takes a longer time to do so. And you have to pick and choose your right ones based on your traits. make sure we are coming through. Yeah, we are. Okay. We'll close that one out. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. The expendable legions. I did not read this one. Life is cheap in this realm, and with that comes a near limitless supply of recruits. However, elites and powerful monsters are in turn much harder to come by. Tier 1 units have their recruitment costs in cities decreased by 50%. Okay, so they're recruited easier. They all have expendable, so their deaths don't affect their allies' morale. Tier 3 units have their recruitment costs increased by 50%. So just the recruitment costs is more expensive. I'm fine with that. Not their upkeep. As long as their upkeep isn't more expensive, I don't think this will fundamentally change anything about how we approach the realm. It'll just mean I have a higher cost to start. So rather than a unit cost, a tier 3 unit costing, I think 150 gold, maybe 100 gold. I think it's 150 gold. It should cost about 225 gold, which is a significant increase when you start cranking those units out, but does not mean that they will have more expensive in the long run upkeep. All right, let's pause the music for now because we're about to start the campaign up, so I want to get through here. And then it's also got the Shrouded Isles, which is these shrouded gates. I completely ignored the Shrouded Isle gates in the last game, so I want to try and actually see or take them this time. Just because I bet you there's some really interesting, unique fights in there. We're, of course, going to crank this up to hard as much as we can. The hardest possible campaign we can do.
Your journey
we don't have to create a faction because we already did this at the end of the campaign last time. We just have to scroll to him because he's in the T's. I actually have to scroll here a little bit. The rest of these guys are failed, not necessarily failed, but they haven't ever ascended really to my pantheon, or they ascended before they removed them from the custom and moved them over to pantheon. Like Peter Piper, Tatiana, Auric, all of these have ascended. They were just basically at the very start of the game. So I think I've even won with Talia here. In any case, we're playing our goofy little goblin boy, which I do want to try and take a screenshot of here, or at least jot down the point in the video where I can in DaVinci later. Where is this? This is at 9 minutes in the recording. Leader highlight. That way I can, right now my thumbnail's pretty barren. It's just got like an exploding volcano and like a title. But I want to get my leader and I want to get Karrissa added into the into the thumbnail. While I was Googling images for a fire background, I saw one that was a heart, like a giant fire heart. Hey, Leywin, how's it going? I saw one that was a giant fire heart, and I want to put my ruler and I want to put Karrissa in the fire heart. I think that would be a pretty sweet thumbnail. Hey, Leywin, how's it going? How's your day been so far? You were dead on early today. I didn't even start the campaign yet.
Birth world of the fiends was shaped by carnage.
Let's
Here,
raise the
demons
volume
and
up.
hellions clashed amongst one another in ceaseless strife, while their overlords ever feasted upon the raw, chaotic energies it produced. Fearing this infernal tide might one day engulf all other worlds, the Archons sent forth their greatest champions to vanquish the spread and contain it.
Okay.
Though the Archons battled against fiend-kind for many ages, neither their zeal nor divine might proved able to halt the spread. On the contrary, their relentless campaigning only further fueled the carnage energies that empowered their enemies. Realizing the error of their ways, the Archon High Council called them all back. But one champion never answered the call.
They can't win against fiends as holy power. Are they stupid? These guys are supposed to be the supreme deity gods and they can't win against unholy power when they have holy power? All right, man. You had the day off? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice, man. A Tuesday day off? Mm.
Determined to succeed, or driven to madness, the young champion Azh'Ruun instead resorted to forbidden measures. Rather than opposing the demon overlords, he offered them a pact. If they agreed to forever remain upon Obadoth, he would personally feed their hunger for carnage with zealous strife. In return, a circle of Deogai would be established.
Deogai, okay.
Seated entirely by their demonic princes. Though this contract ultimately contained the demon's spread, it horrified the Archons.
What? Why? That seems like a reasonable...
Azh'Ruun was thereafter exiled in disgrace. Yet his circle silently abided well into the present age. It was therefore a matter of great concern to the Godia of Magehaven, when Azh'Ruun reached out one day with a desperate plea for aid. This is the tale of the Godia who answered his summons.
Why would the okay, realistic, why would the Archons be up? Dude, I hate the Archons, man. After the Archon campaign 2, where they were constantly shit-talking me while I was doing nothing but trying to help them. And then we've got this guy here who, they pulled back all of the other heroes and people they had that they sent out to go deal with these guys, except this guy remained and decided to find a creative solution to a problem the Archons themselves abandoned. And then they went, oh my, you know what? They're just jealous. That's what it is. They're gods and they're jealous that someone else solved their problem for them. For defying them. Yeah, that's it. Stupid, man. Let's drop the volume back down to 9.1. I'm pretty sure the voice dialogue's over. Dude, Tiny the Giant is so funny, man. The camels already paid off. That was 100% the right choice. Look at them. They come right up to about his chest height as a result, which is where we were going for. So that's sweet. Let's get the music going back in here and chill. Okay. So start a campaign here. We've got the Tone of Evolution. We should have access to slithers to kind of start working with that. Yeah, we do. We have access to slithers. These are your starting spells. Song of Reckless. I don't really think the Song of Reckless is actually that good. I think it's okay, but it's not that great. 3 Strengthen. I would rather pretty much any other spell as soon as we can. Whew, okay, Hail the Chaos. As you arrive at the summoning point provided in the distress call of Azh'Ruun, Arbiter of the World. Azh'Ruun, Arbiter of Obadoth, you are met by a roaring earthquake coming from the very bowels of this world. All about you in the boiling air, fierce demonic energies clash against the dim. Straining spirit of order. All whirled about in elated cacophony of raging chaos. The Azh'Ruun pit appears to be in absolute state of turmoil as the earth quivers beneath your feet and the black clouds above your head race about in ominous patterns. Then the sky rumbles overhead as an explosive flash erupts before your very eyes. From the blinding light, 2 awesome figures clash, a mighty dark angel and an ascended idol of fire. Okay. Yo. Yep. Yep, Karrissa is even more terrifying now. I actually think she lost a little bit of her baddie nature to look like that, to be honest. I kind of like Winged Angel Boy instead. Lo before you, Azh'Ruun, Arbiter of Obadoth, clashes face to face with none other than Karrissa the Fury. Cooler name, though. Karrissa the Red versus Karrissa the Fury. That is a way cooler name. Back, you foul witch of chaos, growls Azh'Ruun. But the All-Father, thou shalt not unmake my accursed circle. I told you should have gone order by Azh'Ruun. I can still pivot, man. I'm not order. I mean, I guess I'm a little chaos, but We'll have to see. I still kind of want to go Chaos, though. Tisk tisk, my handsome ace, coaxes she. The Chaos Endoline invites all to break the old order. So go on, give up already, give in to me. I mean, that's a really hard plea to turn down there, Angel Boy. Desperate, Yazariel turns to you. Quickly, Gaudier, aid me in protecting the Azh'Ruun pit. Gleefully, Karrissa charms you also. No, my new favorite. Let's break it all together. Yazariel, Arbiter of Obadoth, and Karrissa the Fury both urge you to choose their side. Choosing either side will seal your destiny. Wow. Wow, so I already have to choose. Like, there's no not choosing. You gotta pick a side here. Okay. Reward experience and a mystery bonus. I can accept the quest. And it does look like I'll have the option to change later down the line based on what it's telling me here, if I so choose, which is kind of neat. But I think we'll try siding with Yazariel instead of Karrissa, man. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, that so sucks, dude. I'll do both. I'll probably end up doing both eventually. I'll probably come back to this campaign and try it out with Karissa's side. It's unique, can only get it from him, and can only have it as your ascension trait for that character, so it won't be unlocked for everyone else. Karrissa does give a good combat skill. I might have to come back with a faction that's more designed for playing with Yazariel, because I kind of feel like the Fire Giant Tiny Hands is more on Karissa's side than he would be on... I have to try and roleplay how my Fire Giant would want to fight literally the Demon Lady on fire. Like, what on... How would she do that? How would he do that? He'd want to be the true Fire King? I could see that. It is a good fire skill she gives. Would make him deadly in future campaigns, man. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It would make him incredible, man, if he's a fire giant. And I might end up doing this campaign twice and get an angel person that sides with the angel specifically. I've kind of wanted to make a holy eldritch lord for a while now. Like, try and make my best angel divine eldritch sovereign. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Or an order focused vampire faction too would also be pretty cool, I think. So I think we will side with Karrissa for now. I think we'll side with Karrissa. I'm doing the same thing now because I didn't like the ascension trait on my lord I made. I didn't know ahead of time. You know, I think I'm gonna stick with the Karrissa side of stuff, and we're gonna figure out from there what to do. Dude, they're just fighting out here, like, genuinely. That's crazy. She's got ascended wild. She looks crazy, dude. She's got the discipline of frost. What? That's wild. What? She's an elementalist, but she's a frost elementalist? Why? That does not make any sense from a design perspective, dude. I mean, it makes sense from if they do if she does ghost fire, I can see that making sense, but she doesn't. She does fire, so, like, that just has to conflict with itself. Weird. What does this guy do? Well, he's a shirtless angel man with a gigantic fuck-off sword. The Vanquisher's Blade. That's so cool. Emboldens allies, Umbral Demon Slayer, Undead Slayer, Fiend Slayer. Yo, he's got 3 kinds of slaying magic on that sword. I cannot craft a sword like that. You can only have 1 kind of slaying effect on a crafted sword. So that's a super unique sword. He does awakening stuff. He has a channeling ritual. Okay. He's a wizard king.
Now I've got a fire in my belly that's raging to get out.
Oh, yo, thanks, Claire, for the subscription, man.
Fire dragon!
Early on a 2-month streak, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Thanks a ton for the prime. Okay, this guy's also, he's gonna have Saints Fervor. I just hydrated. You redeemed that before you saw me. I'll give you another one. Can't be too hydrated here. Ascended Martyrdom. What is this? Comes back to life with 40% of its total hit points. And grants 10 morale and 15 hit points to all friendly units? Wow, so that's just a buffed resurrection spell. That's pretty cool. Control loss immune makes sense. He's celestial. Wow. Okay, his damage spells will be buffed and overcharged. That's kind of cool. He's got a paladin ability, okay. He's also dedicated to Shadow. That makes sense. He's kind of Order Shadow. Yazariel's Fallen Form. Unit has the Celestial type. Flying, Frenzy. Okay. Let's send out our scout this way. Oh, I should have probably moved it right up here first. Whoops. Excuse me, that was a pretty rude sneeze, I think. I have to slay Yazariel in battle right now? Well, I suppose I can. I don't... They gave me a lesser light spirit to start. That's interesting. I'm kind of about that. And a war shaman, and then tiny hands. Dude, I really like the name of my city, man, too. Magma Opus. I'm glad I came up with that one, man. Knock, knock. Tiny the Giant's here, dude. At first here, I'm gonna auto. We're not autoing, though. I'm not... I want to reset my casualty counter, man. I don't want to automatically start with 1. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's the top of my unit. All right. He's demoralized? Why is he demoralized? Oh, he's got lowered morale. Probably because he summoned a god-ear to this realm for help who immediately showed up and fucking wanted to fight him. We are going to charge in here, though. And hurl that flame. Bonk. Now he's on fire. Probably should have done that first. How far can he charge, dude? He can fly, so I assume he can charge pretty far. Oh, okay, he can kind of go up to there. That's fine. And we do have a heal, so I'm okay with this. This is a good position. Let's see what our ally does. She reset her cooldown she didn't even use because the AI is stupid. I can't rely on her at all. She's gonna do absolutely nothing to help here. Throw that javelin to sunder. Wow, big crit. That's the kind of build we're going to be looking to focus on here. Even though we've sided with Karrissa, so we're going to be looking to do any extra critical hit damage we can possibly do. I can invigorate or blight blast. I think I will want to lesser heal for sure, my ruler right now. %90 chance of the unit being stunned. That doesn't look like it'll actually stun, man. Wow, the retaliation is big. However, he only gets 1 retaliation. Oh, I was hitting my own unit. Whoops. Didn't realize I was just smacking my own guy in the head. It's all good. We ended up getting out of that pretty easily. It's just 1 guy, and he had a charge strike, so... With a blaze and a curse, Yazariel, Arbiter of Obadoth, burns to ash before Karrissa, who savors his incineration with heated breaths. Until next time, my handsome ace. Dude, even when she cooks someone, she sends them off with like a kisses. I'll see you next time, buddy. She's a fireball of bad decisions, and I am absolutely on her side every single time I get the chance. Karrissa grabs a handful of ashes, softly kisses it in her hand before blowing into the air. Wow, I didn't even read the rest of the line. She literally did what I just said. I'm a prophet. I just know her, man. I just get her. Without even acknowledging you, she turns away, walks up to the edge of the crater, and basks in the heat of Obadoth for a moment. Then she stretches her arms wide and releases a wild scream of chaos so loud it reverberates across the realm. Karrissa turns around and winks at you with a hot sigh. Well, my big boy. Oh, I'm so tiny, though. That's okay. Are you coming or what? Too late. Tiny Firekeeper the Hollowed gains enough experience to rank up. I can challenge her instead. It will become your mission to destroy it. Unseen evil forces will take notice of this action. I could just literally fight everybody, like screw absolutely everyone on this realm. I'm gonna square up against all of you. That's really cool. I really like that there are basically 3 ways to play this campaign. That gives this a ton of replayability, man, if I really like this realm. You walk up to Karrissa, who bites her lip with a wicked grin to see you. Do you have what it takes? I cannot yet tell. How exciting. Ah, chaos, sighs Karrissa, releasing her lip. This world is brimming with it, yet its true potential has long been neutered by the stranglehold of order. I have come to break its chains, and all are welcome to join, yet everyone, yes, everyone, even you, yes, well, if you can handle the heat, if you can handle me, takes a suggestive step back as her whole body ignites in flames. Karrissa flashes her maddening eyes. Show me your chaos affinity, big boy. Give into it completely. Then scream your heart out into a cosmic blaze. I don't think this is a Jimmy Buffett kind of day, man. I think this is. We're gonna see what my thumbprint has for me. Yeah. That's immediately a better mood, I think. I will find you there. She playfully tests my devotion to chaos. Will continue her wild crusade for chaos without you for now. Failing this test, will forfeit any chance of collaboration and initiate a solitary path of evil. Okay. Okay, so I need to increase my chaos affinity. That's fine. That's fine. We were kind of planning to do that, so that's all right. What do we put our first skill into? I think I really like, typically on the giants, it's been a long time, probably a year since I played a giant. I usually really like to go down the hurl route first. The evocation, though, is probably pretty wise to pick up. And I don't know if I want the fire evoker. I think I want to go lightning evoker, actually. I think I want to do fire and lightning. That way I have the flexibility to do whatever I want to do. This doesn't light the ground on fire or anything, so I'm much more inclined to take the lightning evocation first. That way we have 2 spells to sling. Okay, as for our first arcane research, Youthful Rejuve is actually a terrific spell. I do want to pick it up. But Rapid Evolution Enchantment, I think, is the right move. Yeah, it's a hot realm. I'm going to need to hydrate a lot here. I think I'm going to add I'm going to write that down because I want to add the ability for people who are subscribed to be able to, like, switch this channel or switch the song or music if they want. I think that's a sweet... One of the other creators I watched does that, and I really like that option for the subscribers. Let's go ahead and add little stars next to that, so that way I know. Okay. As for our very first turn capital here, as the barbarians, the unique building here is the battle ritual site, which I do kind of need. I need mana. It's a replacement for the why can't I think of it right now? There's like a mana obelisk. This is just a better mana obelisk. I think we'll go for that. Typically, I like to go workshop to start with because it increases your production and gives you draft. But we're kind of low on mana. We're kind of really low on mana, and we do have to summon slithers and stuff into our army, so I think we'll go with the battle ritual first. Okay. As for this remaining unit, we're gonna kind of come back here and start knocking this stuff out. Ooh, I also need to build a second scout. I need to get more information. Oh, slithers are made in here. They're not actually summoned. Oh. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Well, never mind. We're gonna go with a slither hatchling, and we're gonna cancel that and go with the workshop instead. I like that start. You gonna have dragons? I don't think I'll have dragons. I don't plan to have dragons, but, you know, when you go Tome of Evolution, it kind of sometimes, it just sits there. It just sits there at tier 3 where you're just kind of like, well, I could just have dragons now, you know? I don't plan to have dragons, though. That is not the plan. The plan is to try and stack as much health on these slivers as possible with the gorging and the beast and the shepherd. Like, we're going, that's our plan. Stack giants. I don't think there are other giants I can get. I don't think you can recruit other giants. You know what? That's kind of now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of lame that you can't. There should be giants you can recruit. Okay, what the hell is this? That's a jester? Is that like a Harley Quinn? Is that Harley Quinn? Liztia visited with your ruler. So you wish to shatter the circle, inquires a voice from behind. Turned around, a masked figure appears. I thought there were from those giant world structure. Oh, yes, there are giants. I'm so stupid. Oh my god, I'm dumb. There are definitely giants. There are storm giants, there are rock giants, there are fire giants, there are all kinds of giants you can recruit. They're tier 4s. They're tier 4s, and I completely forget about them because I rarely get a chance to use them. Okay, turning around, a masked figure appears whipping a red pointy tail. That miserable windbag Yazariel is all threats and no actions, and his days are numbered, grins the mysterious figure. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Liztia. I am a humble servant of the true masters of Obadath. Your coming was long ago foretold, and we have since prepared a welcome gift worthy of your magnificence, at least if you are willing to claim it. Come, snickers Liztia, come by the chains of lies. Ruins of a city. Okay. If you truly wish to break this forsaken circle, we have everything you need right over there. Then she vanishes again in the darkness. Completing this quest will count as an evil character action and give me food, gold, mana, knowledge, and a bonus. Okay. Sure, I guess I'll accept it. I don't have any reason not to, right? Oh, wow. What the hell? That thing's alive. That's a chained super demon, dude. Well, that's clear. Those are clearly the chains we're breaking, man. Like, those are clearly the chains we're breaking. Oh, last night I made that demonic faction, the Red Orc Barbarians. Hell yeah. Is it going well so far, or have you played it yet? All right, we've revealed all the way out into the lava. We're going to need some kind of flight so we can build roads and do stuff amongst the lava. There's a lot of sweet resources out there. Wait a minute, can my giant just technically walk into the lava? Oh, because he's a fire giant, I can just tank the lava. Cool. We will move right here. Gain some extra food. And stay here just for a turn to regenerate. I spend more time flanking factions than playing. Hey, I've been there, man. I've been there a lot. When I first started, that was kind of how I was. It wasn't until I had like 10 or 20 factions or so that I started realizing I should probably win with these guys and get them into my pantheon instead of just leaving them here. However, it makes for great games in the future because you can constantly pull from your own tools. So there's really no wasted things about that, man. I always play wrong and mess up and get behind. That's just a learning experience, though. What typically do you mess up with in the start? I love to try and help out early starts as much as I possibly can. The giants, I need to build quarries with the giants, right? I haven't played a giant in a long time, but if I remember correctly, it's quarries everywhere for these dudes. Let's see what kind of spells. Summon lava rune steel. Terraforms everything into ashlands, right? I do kind of want to burn this land. Use a learn unit early from a stupid battle mistakes and forget to expand. Yeah. The most crippling time, I think, to get casualties is for sure the early game like that, dude. Because it's so hard, like, and some of the units you genuinely can't replace. Like, if I lose this War Shaman, I can't replace the War Shaman for at least 20 turns, because it's a tier 2 unit. I just can't do that. I have zero way to get whatever this Lesser Light Spirit is back at all. So this Lesser Light Spirit has to be my most protected unit. I cannot lose. I can lose the Sunderer, and I can lose the Warrior. I cannot lose the Light Spirit. So there's really no helping that besides just avoiding that kind of a casualty, or realizing rather what units you can lose and what ones you can't. But the expansion I can definitely help with that. That's just kind of like an internal pacing kind of deal. So basically in the first like 10 turns, I'm kind of scouting for an outpost and then dropping one down sometime in the first 10 turns for sure. It doesn't have to be a perfect city settle. It just has to give you at least probably 3 resources in immediate range of your city, and a 4th resource that is unique to the city, like a magic resource, ancient wonder, any of those things, and that's a good city. You don't have to look any farther than that. So it's because with Age of Wonders, it's all actually about the generation of what your city can build, not necessarily the tiles that the city will give you. Because realistically, the tiles give you what? 10 extra gold? A building gives you 10 extra gold the moment you build it, and they just keep getting stronger. They get 20 gold, then 30 gold. Like, it's way better to build the city up than it is to have the perfect city spot. We should be able to beat this. I don't have any. What? The gremlins? We just might have to manually this, because I don't want to lose 3 units to start my campaign. Not happening. Not against randos. All right. I think this guy chains whenever he hits. No, he doesn't. The regurgitate's kind of an annoying spell, not gonna lie. All of them are magic fighters too, so they're gonna pierce any kind of defenses. How far can they move? These guys can all skirmish at this point. They're all able to fight. I might be able to hide in these trees with some of my units. So we're going to try that. We're going to use the warrior in defense mode here. We will put the lesser light spirit dead center. We'll move the war shaman here. And we'll move the slither back. My giant needs to be healed. There's no getting around that. I it'll only heal 20, dude. That's not that great. I don't know if we can heal in time. I probably should have moved this one back and this one up in here so that we would have actually warded. The warding is going to be significantly more important than anything else. I'm going to move my giant behind here right now while it gets ready to regenerate. This is our formation. We're going to see how it works out. I might have to rethink it, depending on how much burning damage this becomes. Quite a bit. Not gonna lie, that's quite a bit of damage already. Oh, okay. That's cool. We removed the burning at least, and then we can invigorate dead center to strengthen and regen. Now we charge in. The magic strikes are going to be devastating on retaliation, but if I just keep sitting here doing nothing, it's actually going to be worse, so... Raised, that's fine. Pretty sure I do lose this Sunderer, unless I move over here. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. Let's hit this one. Let's try and take one of these units out. The shield bash stuns, right? And then enters defense mode, so... I'd like to try and stun... Maybe this... I die. This warrior dies if I move in here too hard. For now, we'll move here. Because this unit's gonna move up. That's a big condemning blast. I think we can kill one of these units at least. Nice. That one sent that one back a little bit, too. I would like to shield bash here, man. Okay. Oh, that didn't work out at all. That didn't work out at all, man. That's insane how much damage they just did so quickly. Behind you cancels defense mode. Totally forgot about that. We can at least replace that unit. We made it exactly a whopping 2 turns before we lost a warrior, but it's fine. The warriors kind of suck. I think I'd like to sunder this guy. This unit is going to condemn shot this one. This one's gonna swing around here for a venom spit on maybe this target. How did you take it when this company gave, I think, yearly stats and it showed that mole people were the least used by far? Didn't surprise me even in the slightest. Actually, on the subreddit, I think it's been a pretty well-known joke that like people just don't play as anything other than humans, really. Most of the stuff is, I think, human played. Okay. Wow, I can straight up kill this unit. But we can also do immense damage from behind like this. There we go. Something dies. I think the real thing I want to die is this unit. I like the mole people, man. I really like the mole people. I think they're a very interesting faction type. Does this unit die from the amount of poisoned and electrified on it? No. No, it doesn't. And I can't afford... So here's what we're going to do. We're going to send this one in and manually strike it here. And the reason I did that is I didn't want him to come in here and get a bunch of magic strikes on this unit or something like that. He still might. Again, this is the unit I have to protect. Wow, he doesn't die here. Okay. I think I might just have my giant become berserk. The reason being is the extra strengthened might give enough damage here that the retaliation kills. Yes! Just enough damage that it retaliated and killed. And it doesn't really matter that he's berserk because this guy always flees out anyways. That is exactly why I did that ability. And now we can track this guy down and shoot him with the remaining sundering guys. And we get out of this with exactly 1 unit dead that I didn't care about. It sucks that I get to immediately crank up my casualties, but I also genuinely don't care. Like I would not have cared at all about that war. The warriors suck, man. They're not good units. We made it a whopping 3 turns though. 3 turns, first casualty. I thought about making them the demonic faction with the alien leader as a leader. Okay, so I have a mole faction that are vampires, man. They're vampire molekin. They're like underground rats, dude. They're really cool. For exactly the same thought process of like, wouldn't it be really neat if like these moles were like super demonic and evil? All right, let's get another unit we actually want here, the Slither Hatchling. I think I'm even going to hurry it, man. Like, there's no reason not to get it in the army as soon as I possibly can. I'd like to get the Sunderer out of here, too. I'd rather have Slither Hatchlings than this Sunderer. I need to, if I remember correctly, Tiny Firekeeper, he's a druid. We made him a druid last night, didn't we? A shepherd? Yeah, so I need to win a combat with only animal, plants, and phase on my side in order to gain the druid stat. So I need an army of complete slithers, and I need to win one of these combats with nothing but slithers on my side. So we're basically going to be rushing a slither every turn as soon as we can. I'm blinded by the lights. There's some kind of infestation down here, too, we do have to deal with, but for now, let's keep leveling up. Let's keep just regenerating our health and getting back in there. Herd. Huge lava lake herd. Ah, and we found some kind of hostile city right away. It's fine. More birds to conquer for me. That's probably a decent city. I don't have enough vision on it yet to know for sure, but that's probably our first conquest territory, which is great. I don't have to found a city then. I don't have to worry about expansion. I just take other people's stuff. You know what I mean? Do do doom 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 boom bo doo doo doom doom. Also great life advice. One of the other creators I watch, Paisley Trees, actually had a she had a short last night where she was she's like, you know what? I just found out in Civ that like I only really have fun when I am brutally massacring my enemies. I was like, nah, based, totally real. 100% get that. Ooh. Pandora's on it today. This is the perfect song. This is the song that plays in the background whenever Karrissa is actively talking. Ever since hearing Karrissa the Fury utter the powerful scream of chaos, a restless urge lingers within you to grow your chaos affinity and scream your heart out too, but how? Chaos is by its very nature an ever ungraspable concept, yet on this realm it's all around you. You can taste it in the air, feel it in your body, sense it in your spirit. While your restless thoughts spiral off into many maddening directions, a couple of spontaneous ideas enter my awareness. I can lose 17 city stability, but gain 28 knowledge per turn. That's pretty big. From now on, you can only declare war on any new empire that you meet. For each empire you declare war on, you gain 1 chaos affinity. I'll go with this one. I'm okay with losing 17 city stability right now, and the reason is that's not that much. And I can assign my Whispering Stone to kind of offset that a little bit. We are losing like 10% to all our yields, I think, now, because we're in -12 territory. But that should be okay. Dude, these slithers are so unbelievably cheap. We've basically just fielded an entire army already. I'm gonna need to get a war shaman out of here next turn, but that's next turn's problem, not this turn's problem. What unit is this? An aspirant knight on a bat? Okay. We lost the Sunderer. No. I'm honestly, I should be fine with it. I should just accept it. I just don't want to increase my casualties farther. Not when I have the ability to do something about it. Pearl Flame's pretty crap here. I'd prefer to get a Chain Lightning off. Okay. They got displaced quite a bit of a distance away too. Oh, see, so this is how the Sunderer died. It was off by itself and it just charged in here and like threw a bolt and then died. That's how that happened. And it still might. The charging Aspirate Knight probably does an immense amount of damage now that I think about it. Yeah, it does quite a bit of damage. Ooh. I forgot they can't charge through the bushes anymore. I'm going to move this Slither up over here, though. This is where we're going to try and bait them in. If I move into the low foliage, can he charge me? He could. That's not a bad move. It would be his death if he did this, though. Besides, I think he should charge to the right. Yeah. They tend to focus the ruler while they can. Which is not a bad move, it's just a death sentence kind of a move right now. Wow, this one straight up kills, dude. Like, what are we doing here? They're about to get smoked. 45? That one's got displacement, though, so I'd like to try and move maybe over here first. Use this one to displace this target. Okay. They went really far back, so there's nothing I can really do. Maybe I could use this unit to throw a nice javelin. Let's try this target. Nice. Can I hit from here? A 45? Come on. Ah, missed. It's all right. $45? Nice, we grazed at least. Okay, now comes the big moment. I think... Oh, wow. Doesn't die. Actually kind of a problem. I thought I would kill here. I can't even make it go berserk, man. I thought I would kill. Ruler might go down. We'll have to see. Tiny's just not where he needs to be right now. No. Okay. Okay, they're focusing this side. I think we'll be all right. Doesn't have first strike, right? Okay, we got that one down now. 5%? Missed. Honestly, not surprising. They're so far away, man. I just keep displacing them farther, too. Grazed! Oh, unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Missed. Dude. My best bet is to probably come in here and manually kill that one. And then just see if we can hit with this. We missed. That's not surprising. I think they're toast, though. Yeah. All right, we managed to get through that without any casualties. Our ruler is just super, super low. Which is fine. We'll continue to play a nice, safe little game here where we basically just kind of hang out in our territory and regen health. We got another Slither up so we can remove the War Shaman now. and add the slither in. Oh, that's because it immediately gave me draft. That's why I got that slither. And then we'll have our last slither next turn, and then we can go ahead and remove the light spirit into this second army as well. And then I just have to win the combat with nothing but slithers. Which formation looks like that's possible? And I think this formation looks the most doable. Ooh, these wargs. The wargs I don't think have pack hunter, right? Oh, they have pack hunter, so they're actually a decent group, but better than the Inferno. No, I still think this is probably the better one to go for. I don't know what to explore or where to go. I probably should go underground. Where does this head to? Ah, herd. Somewhere down here into this. This is where the barbarian camp is. We need to take that out. Oh, big level, man. Genuinely big. I would like Hurl Flame to Sunder. Large flames really dope, too. Doing damage in a giant 1-hex radius is pretty cool. However, I really like making the hurl do an immense amount of single target damage. That's the typical way I like to make my hurl work. Because there's no other way to kind of... It gives one burning, right? And it can Savage Strike, so it could do extra damage if I increase my crit chance with it. It's really a matter of if you want to do a lot of damage, or like a little damage to a lot of things and apply a lot of burning stacks, or if you want to do an immense amount of damage to one single target. More often, too. And I typically like to do the latter. The extra cooldown increase on the massive stuff is kind of annoying. But you know what? I've never really tried a massive large flame out. And since we already have a bunch of other spells from the spell blades, we'll be doing a lot of more damage with stuff. There's just all kinds of other abilities we'll have. Maybe I won't feel the complaint of the cooldown that much. We'll try out the large flame this campaign. Oh, I can't wait for youthful evolution, man. It's so nice because it basically just rapidly increases the XP gain from all of your evolve units and gives them all slip away. It's just super, super useful for any kind of evolving unit. And now we can remove that unit and throw this one in now. Okay. We might lose a slither here, but I think it's worth it to get our druid active as soon as reasonably possible. And that's just because my hero is so low on health. It says it's a risky battle, but I really don't think it's that risky. We just have to play this right. Specifically, this is the most devastating unit because of the behind you. Can I hurl the flame here? Oh yeah, I can. They're fire immune though, man. Like, that's why I didn't really think the fire immunity hurling was actually a better move and sundering would be. That's alright. We'll hurl it now. It displaces them back a little farther, so they have to really run in here just to get the behind you to hit. And we are going to move all of our slithers to the front line here. and form a wall in front of our ruler. I'm perfectly fine with burning a slither here. It's my ruler I don't want to lose at the moment. This is why the Spellblade Giant is so cool, man. The giant can, like, I can at any point in time just walk up and start crushing them with my hammer, man. I could do that at any point in time. However, I also have the ability to sit behind my slither wall and sling spells. It's also why I don't like that this increases the cooldown, man. I could keep just doing that. And I can get a teleport. Oh, true. Totally forgot about that. I could blink behind stuff, too. Plus, the giants have that summon, too, where, like, I think the fire giant can summon a bow. There's just so much, like, I can just be doing at all times, which is pretty cool. We're gonna try and spit on this target. Use this one to try and kill it. Ah, no crit. That's fine. One crit and we would have been in the money, but... Double melee strike, or do we just spit on this guy from here? What's his butcher cut gonna do? Deals damage to target unit based on missing health. Oh, that's not that much, man. Let's just spit on this guy. Dude, Slither Army is already feeling quite unstoppable to me, man. And it's not even there yet. These are just recruit slithers. These are just babies. Go and crush that guy, man. That one dies. I'm gonna try and go around behind and... Oh, dude, I was hoping it would displace backwards and not forwards like that. That's fine. Everybody run them down with your spit. This is why skirmishers are really cool units, man. They can run away all they want. I can run after them. This is a lower chance, but if we hit... Ooh, yeah! There we go. And that's Druid done. That's 100 renown and Druid done. Or the Shepherd up. And Druid's big. What does Druid do again? All animal, plant, fae, and elemental units in the army. So I can move the Light Spirit back into this army. It will gain 20 extra base hit points and minus 20% base unit upkeep. Big. Okay, so which one of these is actually the weakest? This one. We'll pull this one from the army, and we're going to add in the Light Spirit. Having one kind of healer in this army is pretty nice, and I think that's going to be our permanent army. I genuinely don't think I'm ever going to change this army, except for maybe adding in some tier 5s if I get them, but this is, that's the stack. And I've already got a second army going by turn 5. When's our first hero unlock? 6 turns from now? Okay. Do I continue to recruit slithers right now? I think so, man. As soon as we get more of our battle stuff here built up, that's what we're gonna do. I would prefer to build probably the blacksmith. It's not like I'm slinging spells. The stonemason would help me get online faster, but I'm Giant King, so every time I build quarries, I think we'll be really good here. This would double my mana income, though. Hard to turn that down, not gonna lie. And it's boosted right now, so I think we'll grab that. I think instead of building another Slither right now, I'm gonna build one more Scout, and I'm gonna rush it. Just to kind of fully explore this. I think I was almost certain this actually stopped, but it looks like it actually continues on up. Okay. And then as for this unit, I would like to scout this city fully. What kind of units are we looking at in here? Herd. Those are pretty decent. Not gonna lie, those are some pretty decent units right now. I need to level up my units before I can go take this city, but it's not looking like it's a bad city. It's just not looking that good. Yeah, there's almost no magic resources over here. Ooh, we should take this out. This would help expand our city. That should be our next claim to 15 extra food. We'll start advancing very, very, very quickly. Gain enough level of renown to level up. What does that do for us, too? City structures cost less gold. Nice. Quarries granting binding fragments will be sweet in the long run, too. And city structures granting 2 gold in addition to their normal effects. And we're able to draft fire giants. Yeah, so we will definitely be adding fire giants into our army at some point here. I suppose the fire giants aren't that rare if you're play giants. I just haven't played giant in this decade. No, not this decade. Holy shit, I meant this year. Obviously, I played them this decade. This game came out this decade. Whoops. I almost want to move right through their territory and just kind of like continue to scout it out. There's some kind of watchtower over there I'd really like to get to. Is there another watchtower in the fog? There is one down here, so we'll head down to that one. Ah, it doesn't connect. At least not at the moment. Once I get road building, I could build a road with my giant over there if I need to. We're gonna crush this one first. Safe battle. We'll go ahead and do this. Ooh, cool, awesome. I don't need to kill them. I could make the gremlin mine. Don't really need to do that, though, and that's all my mana, man. So I'm just gonna tell them to be gone and take the positive affinity and not really care. And then get ready to move back to this spot. We'll knock this one out. Low risk battle. We might have to manual this. We're kind of weak across the board, and we've got 3 units by themselves. Yeah, dude, they always kill slithers like this, man. The thing about playing Tome of Evolution is you have to do a lot of manual combats early, or you're just gonna lose slithers and wyvern fledglings before they sometimes just before they're about to level up, man. That's the most crippling part, is when they're about to level up, you lose them. All right, and then we will lesser heal our giant. We will invigorate all of them. Do I step up? What do they have? They've got a gremlin. The gremlin's the problem. I'm just gonna wait. Every single one of these units is gonna wait, and we'll move our Sunderer into our defensive line. Right here on this farm. And this is a good spot. Now we can engage. I could hurl large flame right there. However, I'd like to move to a better position first, like, here, I think. Okay. And now everybody else gets to engage. We're gonna sunder first, so we're gonna move this unit, I think, here. Who do I need to die? I think I need the warg to die. So we're gonna sunder that one. I don't know if that was the right move or if I should have been moving these units first. It looks like there's room in here. This one can even manual fire in here in this tree. Which I would like to do. What's my spit? A 50? We graze. That's fine. That's a 90. We'll take that. Oh, and it condemns. Okay. That means we can start spitting on the warg in the back. This one probably has to engage this side, or at least be ready to engage. So we'll move him right here to protect our backline support units. Even though this isn't that... Oh, you know what? We'll hit the 65 instead. It's fine. This guy's super poisoned now. He has to be, right? Poison 2 and burning 1. That might be enough to kill him. Wow, we're gonna lose that slither. Dang, man. That was so much damage out of nowhere like that. Oh, it was a sunderer. I don't care. I'll be totally honest, I don't care about that sunderer. I'm just going to increase the casualties. Got that one. Lightning evoke across the board. Shoot this one down. And start flanking. See, this is why I didn't care about that slither, man. The slithers are just better. Everything about the slithers is better. I'd really like to try and get another druid if I could. Another druid recruited, but I don't know if I'll get... Or shepherd, rather. I don't know if I'll get that luxury. What kind of range do I have on here? 5%. Heard. We cannot destroy... We might be able to destroy this. We'll try. Still 5%. Not great. And we destroyed the target in front of it at least, so... Now he can't do that much damage, man. He can still do the little that, but that's all he can do. I cannot hurl anymore. Can't get this one up there. Yeah, okay, so we need to just kind of move in here and start spitting on this guy. Got the graze, that's fine. This is a 45, and it wins. Oh, yeah. Second casualty, but it was also... It's no surprise here that it's the 2 barbarian units from the very start, man. They suck. They suck, dude. There's no other way to really point it. No sugarcoating it. I think the barbarians have the 2 worst starting units in the game. They might actually have the full start worst units across the board. I think all of them. I like the barbarian effect on other units than the barbarian units. The Sunderer is alright. The Sunderer is not a bad unit because of the Sundering defense. If you've got 3 of them and they all javelin like that, they absolutely decimate targets. The problem is they're so unbelievably squishy afterwards that you really have to position quite well. This is Not bad. We'll take that for now. And we will start another slither. The Fury, I suppose, isn't a bad unit. The War Shaman's alright. I like the War Shaman quite a bit. Because of its Dispel, man. It's got a lot of dispelling ability. So any kind of stuff that would really stop your critical hit stuff from working, it counters that. But the Berserker's only okay, man. The best thing about the Berserker is that it stops itself from dying exactly one time. Exactly one time. We will go ahead and claim these pastures, and we're going to throw the quarry on it, so we get both food and production. I forgot how absolutely industrious as hell the giants are, man. Let's just go ahead and move this unit nicely into this. This is going to be the next army, so there's really no need to be moving it around at the moment in time. Yes, rapid evolution. Okay. These suck. At least 1 hex radius, 3 fortune is better. I would have really liked to shuffle here, I think, instead of taking Visions of Victory, but what if I get something worse? Like, what if I get these things again? Visions of Victory is at least not bad. It's not, it gives me a spell to use in combat. And I need my mana right now to cast this spell. And I'll need my mana for upkeep as well. Okay. Let's... We're pinned here. Maybe there's something over there, but I doubt it. I think we start getting ready to claim this, and then we go and deal with the infestation. It's pretty much the last thing to take. Or we go deal with it right now. Ooh, hold on. When's road building for me? Not for a while. I'll need 11 turns, so... We do have this first, so I can make newly founded or absorbed cities take extra pop. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Fruitful integration's better here. We're gonna make so much production this time that this won't really matter. It would be nice to make it a little, make my food buildings a little bit quicker, but it's just not necessary. The giants absolutely crank their production through the roof. So we're gonna go start getting ready to go head down into the infestation right now. We'll spend a turn basically regenerating health here. I may feel a lot better about it too, especially with rapid evolution enchantment here. Okay, and then... I probably need more mana. Over anything else, I think I need more mana. Or blacksmith. This is both, though. This is kind of both. The blacksmith makes it so my slithers start at 1 tier stronger. But does that really matter right now? Hold on. I think we'll go with the mana. All right, annex tile. We do need this mana node back over there. That would solve all my problems too. How do I get there? Ah, I need to claim one of these tiles in the way. So we will claim this tile. It's still crazy to me. So this is something I really, really want the devs to change, man. Ruins on water tiles can have research posts, but ruins on land cannot have research posts. What is that about? Genuinely, what is that about? That makes zero sense. There isn't a balance reason that they could make an argument for, because a water city next to a ton of water ruins is just a massive research center. But next to you could have a holy land that doesn't have any good research on it? That doesn't make any sense to me, man. Ooh, let's just try. Ah, okay. We're close. Next turn, we'll pop it. We are still losing quite a bit of city income for now, but that's okay. Oh, there are two. Oh, there are literally two infestations basically on top of each other. Okay, heard. I think we'll go deal with the haunted graveyard first. Awakens in 0 to 3 turns. Come on, when does this one awaken? Oh, I can't even view when it awakens just yet. It just awakened. Wow. Heard. Bright side though, they're all skeletons over here, man. And since they're all skeletons, I will do a lot of damage with my fire, but I still think we should go for the one that isn't awakened right now. So we're gonna pivot and head down below. Wow, never mind. Oh my goodness. It's a silver infestation. A portal that allows teleportation of units to another portal on the map. Ooh, that sounds exciting. I just don't have the ability to fight you at this current moment in time, so you enjoy what you're doing down there. We're gonna try and move out here. I'd really like this to level up, man. Okay, nothing to do about it. I think we just wait patiently. Bring in an extra army. Yeah, I'm cool with this. You know what? I regenerate enough health with my war shaman here. I think we'll try and bait out one of these armies. This should be a patrolling or defending army. So it might just straight charge at me and fight. Which would be a horrible decision on their part if they did that. We'll rush this unit and start another slither. And send it to join the army stack. Okay. Be happy. These guys are good. Where's my other camel? I want to see what's going on out here. A crawler nest is pretty much the only interesting thing that Bastion has going for it. I guess it's got this ancient obelisk. Excuse me. There might be something underground down here. There might be a good city down here somewhere. Wow, man. I am just not finding pretty much anything that's worth a damn to settle. Like at all. So right now I have no idea where to go. It's my only options are really left unless I start road building out over here. Which does seem interesting. Yep, look at that. They charged right in, just like I thought they would. Okay, we will manual this. I'm not even going to bother auto-combating this because it's going to lose something. I don't know what it'll lose, but it'll lose something, man. And there's really no reason to because my giant hurl flame is absolutely brutally devastating. We are going to group. How far can I invigorate? Okay. I think we'll try and invigorate around this spot. This is a decent spot. So we'll move my giant right here. Slither here. Slither there. Slither right here. Slither here. Oh, hold on. I think this one has to move under so this one can move. Yes, I was correct. Right into that little hex. Okay. Lesser heal. But we're going to move it up first. We're going to move up here. Lesser heal there. I don't really think this is the right song vibe for this fight, man. It's not the funeral right now. Let's see what's going on. It's their funeral, but not mine. This'll work. Let's go in effects. Okay. Final thing. Invigorate. Dead center. Strengthens them all. Regenerates. We'll be good now. Everybody end turn. And see what they do. They charge in pretty hard. They don't really group up that well. This is by far the deadliest unit. What the hell's the Knight's Challenge? Challenge a target unit while challenged. This unit does 50% more damage to the target and 50% less damage to this unit. Heard. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, and it is the most, by far, devastating unit that they've got. Whew, but my hurl flame, man. Yeah, let's wreck them. Get off of me. There's no humble brag. I think I'm going to just wait this out, man. I don't think they can do much damage here. I'm going to enter everybody into defense mode, but make sure they're positioned the right way. Since they were all just kind of moving about. Ooh. Ooh, hold on. Oh, dang. Okay. Hold on. There's a way to do this. I want to get my war shaman kind of in the center. And then surround him like this. I'm actually going to get him even more in the center. Can this guy fly into my backline? No, he can pretty much only fight the front units here. Cool. I'm about that. Ooh, he was challenged. Heard. Well, we lost all of our temporary health that we gained already. It's fine. Not really a big deal, though, because most of their army is already decimated, and these remaining units are going to be flattened, man. Not to mention, lesser heal. Dispels that. Thanks. Can I dispel the Knight's Challenge? Ooh! Ooh, that's cool. Okay. Triple melee strike this unit. Ah, they've got lifesteal. Heard. Heard. I think... Yeah, he dies for sure. How much damage and retaliation will I do? Quite a bit. Not gonna lie. That's unfortunate. We'll try and hit this unit with grace. That's fine. I'm gonna try and burn a retaliation on my Slither hatchling here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Do I move my slithers? Is Warlock the magic version and Death Knight the physical for necromancers? Yes. Yes, 100% you nailed that. Everybody's zombified. Oh man, I really want to hit that. I really want to hit that unit. Okay. It's on and on. Let me go. It's probably better to Venomous Spit here. I don't know, man. I really want to take out these units. Then it's just this little knight left, who can do quite a bit of damage on, like, a unit once. Somewhere. I might even suppress this unit. You know what? I will. Now, who gets the spit? This one does, I guess. Go there, canceling you. The lifesteal. It actually gained... Oh, was that Grace? That wasn't lifesteal. Okay, that's fine. Dead inside, it goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. I think I'm going to Song of the Reckless here. Probably should have done this first, but... Now, if it flees, man... Unless it's got Slippery, man. It might have Slippery, so I don't actually retaliate against it. It does have Slippery. That was horrible. That was a wrong decision. Whoops. Well, we didn't die, which is good. We just got really, really close to it. The Warlock, by the way, the Warlock I think is still the strongest class in the game. I'm kind of Warlock biased, so I try really hard not to be that, but objectively, I just think it is, man. It's got the strongest skill in the game in Claim Soul. It summons a unit. Reclaiming attacks is also crazy strong. Every time it triple hits, it's going to regenerate 30 health on a nearby unit. That's insanely strong. Finish this guy off. There we go. We're out of here. I got my Michael zone. I'm in a Michael zone. Double melee strike here. Dang, man. What is it lifesteal this guy has? Yeah, Whiteborn. Heard. I think it won't be enough to save them, though. I think we start busting through here. Yeah, critical hits, too. Woo! I thought I just killed my own unit because of the Berserk. I did not. What did I do? Did I chain lightning? I lightning evoked. Okay. That's fine. Dude, the lifesteal is unbelievably annoying. That unit lasted way longer than I think it should have. However, we can now go crush this haunted graveyard. They've got nothing remaining left that is even remotely a threat. I'd like to auto this, but we'll see. Nice. It actually worked. Vicious Seer. That's an interesting ring. We'll go ahead and equip it. Oh, sweet. And it's signature skill time. I love the signature skills on Giant Kings here. Okay. I feel like rings won't fit him. He wears them around his neck. Like he just wears them on like a necklace or something. Or maybe a belt. Or maybe he just shoves them up his ass, you know? Who knows what tiny Firekeeper the Hollowed does with himself. Would a ring still give you the benefit if you shoved it up your ass in a RPG game? Like, is the magic because it's a ring, it's a seal, or is the magic in the item? The last place anyone would look, very safe. I suppose it would be like if you're looking up a giant's butt, you got some problems, man. I mean, it's also probably where you want to be if you do want to fight a giant, realistically, but oh geez, the smell alone. The critical rune is probably the best one to go for here, right? An extra 15% crit hit chance. Inspiring Killer, Seeing Strike. Maybe as a cock ring? Maybe, man. That would definitely have to work. Welcome in, welcome in. I mean, just based on the premise alone, if the ring works on your finger, it's got to work on your cock too. There's just no way. At the start of a turn, dispel a negative status effect is pretty strong. Actually, you know what? I want to go critical rune, but I'm almost positive I need to go with vitality rune for pack leader. I'm a complete animal faction, so yeah. I would have really liked the 15% extra critical hit chance, but I think we got to go vitality rune. We will take pack leader 2. I was really looking forward to doubling up my points somewhere else over here, but I just don't think it's going to work out. Her flame gains 10 extra fire damage or deals damage in a 2 hex radius. I also should take the Conjure Animated Fire Sword. You know what? I think that might be more beneficial than the Massive Flame. Right now, we're going to do that. We're going to conjure the Fire Elemental Sword. Now he's got so many different spells and things Tiny can do to keep alive. All right. We've also got a second army starting to form. Once we do have that second army formed, I think we'll go deal with that ritual. For now, would feel like this, I'm immortal. Yo, this might actually connect up. If this connects to some kind of land, we might have a territory over here. Is that society trait that spawns a wonder nearby always a bronze? I think it's always a bronze, yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten a silver. I might have gotten one silver once, but I don't think it's definitely never been a gold. I can 100% say in 1,000+ hours, it's never been a gold. Yeah, in 1,000+ hours, it's never once been a gold. It might have been a silver at one point during a patch, but it's almost always, I think, a bronze wonder. Still, I know what society trait you're talking about. That's actually one of my favorite society traits, not necessarily for the free wonder, but for the free claim on wonders. You can do some really interesting tech with that, with outposts, because outposts can actually claim 3 tiles when you take that society trait, because if you claim a wonder, it's a free, hey, thank you so much for the follow. If you claim a ancient wonder, it will be a free claim. And then you can also claim another thing with the outpost population. So you can actually claim 3 tiles with outposts this way. It's really, really oppressive for outposts that way. Just think about making an Earth Giant with mole people as industrial society. You'll have a great time, man. Oh, I want both Draconic Vitality and Youthful Rejuve here. I think we go with Draconic Vitality first, though. We will lock, especially because Youthful Rejuve is a spell, and I don't really have the ability to do anything about that. We'll take, we'll lock that and take Draconic Vitality. Moles need more representation. They sure do. Plus, the Industrious Earth Giant stuff is really strong. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure, Karrissa the Baddie, I got you. You were bonded, I gotcha. We have grievances. I have grievances. Yeah, can I just sell these to you for free gold right now? Like a 3,000 gold to my empire? Sure. Well, that's awesome. Wasn't expecting that, but we'll totally take it. What kind of magic materials you got? A Fireforge stone and Arcanium ore. I think we'll buy them. The earlier you buy these things, the better you lock them in at ridiculously cheap prices, man. 8 gold a turn forever. I can build 1 market and basically gain both of those magic materials for life now. I don't have anything else to, I don't have any other trades to make with you though, so we'll just take that. Anyway, so about the Earth Giant King, I've got one myself. I made him. He's Brody Stronghammer, and he's the Giant King under the underground. He's got an underground start. He's industrious, I think, or maybe he might be Architect of Materium instead of Industrious, but he's Materium focused, and he's insane. All of his cities are named after gemstones. And the one campaign I was really set up to play with them for, dude, it sucked how quickly I won with it because of how cool it was. I ended up spawning like right next to the Giant King ruin things underground that allow you to recruit, and or it's one of the like wonder things on the map. It was so neat. But because of it, my economy spiraled so unbelievably fast, I basically won by turn 70. I think I won by like turn 65 or something. It felt underwhelming to me to play my guy because I was like, oh, dude, it just cooked so hard. Okay. The madness Obadath stirs within my mind. Chaos beckons. Ever since hearing that mighty scream of chaos, a restless urge has been tormenting you at the back of your mind. It appears that this unrequited objective has been festering for too long, and now the infernal maddening energies of Obadath are vexing your spirit. I must grow my chaos affinity quickly, lest the madness of Obadath take hold. For 12 turns, I've got minor morale. Dude, I'm trying, man. I can only get chaos affinity higher when I get tomes, dude. It's gonna take some time to get that, man. Command all scholars and recruits to find your chaos tome fast. Draft is blocked, and I'll lose 25 knowledge per turn. But I'll immediately unlock the Tome of the Horde. Oh, I don't want that, man. Give in already. Scream, roar, and batter yourself into an exhausting fury. Drop from 33 to 1 HP, so I'm fine with that. I'll gain Primal Exhaustion. Unit has -1, and deals -10% damage, but only for 6 turns, so... I'll gain the Chaos Adept. This unit has +3 Chaos Affinity, and when governing a city, that empire gains +2 Chaos Affinity. So I'll be up to 5 if I just scream right now. I can gain 1 chaos affinity. Lose 27 city. I think we just roar, man. I think we just scream and let it out right now. Totally fine with dropping to 1 HP. We kind of need to regen our health anyways, man. It's not really that big of a deal to drop that low. This does look like it connects over, too. That's pretty exciting. I hope there's some decent land, because right now this is crap, dude. Everywhere I've scouted has been horrible. What do we have here? We've got basic seafaring. We've got draft city structures cost less gold in production. I don't think we need that. Quarry's granting extra draft income, though. That's not bad at all. We're going to totally take that. I really hope there's some kind of city out here, man. I don't want to pin all my hopes on that, though. For now, since we need more, we need to keep waiting for these guys to level up anyways. We're going to go and move up here and take this out, I think. And then come back. Because I just don't think we can take out that ritual circle right now. We're very close to gaining our next hero, though, I think. So maybe we can. Well, we need to start making knowledge now. I can't be sitting around not doing knowledge. I would have liked to get blacksmith up. But we're gonna go with library. I think we'll even hurry it and start the Arcane Institute. Okay. When is our next hero? Next turn. Nice. Bastion sent a war party. That's fine for us. We want as much XP as we can possibly gain, so I'm totally about him sending war parties my way. I need more mana. Or I'm not going to be able to cast the Draconic Vitality. I'm pretty sure it's like 150 mana I need to cast that thing. We do get our first recruit, though. A scholarly governor with the prospectors, not bad. It's not bad. Was really hoping we could get a druid, though, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping I could get that. The Industrious Governor's also really good. Each quarry granting city stability, each quarry granting production. We're a giant king, so it'll be even more production, man. The Elementalist I'm not too stoked about, though. Yeah, I'm not too stoked about that. I would prefer, I think, a scholarly governor in the long run. You know what? We'll take him. We'll take him. It's fine. Surrounded by slithers, we'll be all right. What are we spec'd into, though? We're not spec'd into anything. We just kind of have a frost staff, so we'll take that. It's fine. Wish I could be regenerating more health, but I don't have that ability yet. I'd have 5 turns until I can even build roads. Oh, man. Jeez Louise, dude. There's just nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go. I think we have to go down south. Into the ritual circle. with these weak armies, man. They're not even fully healed up yet. I don't have Youthful Rejuve. I do have Visions of Victory, so I do have a spell of some kind I could cast. This Ritual Circle is gonna kick my butt cheeks, dude. It's gonna kick my butt cheeks in. Did they change Arachna's AI to choose the spider stuff? I think so. Everything Arachna did when I fought her was all spider-related things. All of her people were spider-related. Everything about them was quite spider-related. She also did a lot of frost stuff, so, like, I never had to fear her because when I just finished that campaign up, everything was... All my guys were so frost-resistant that, like, it meant nothing to me. We're gonna hold off here just a little bit longer. I can't cast this, I'd like to, but I can't. Oh, we'll peek. We'll peek under here to see the infestation first, but I feel like I'm stalling right now. Like there's so... Maybe I just go crush Bastion. I think I can take Bastion pretty comfortably now. We can certainly take this NPC army out. The first thing we're gonna do is peek underground and see what we got going on down here still. That NPC army and this infernal juggernaut army, dude, there's just they do so much fire damage. I think we try it. I think we try this out, man. We've got decent enough health. We've got some spells. Draconic Vitality would take a little bit longer to get cast. I just need more mana, and this Ritual Circle could give me the mana needed to cast that, so I think it's time to press in here, even with weaker units like this. Oh, lordy, what the fuck? Is that unit pulled in? No, but I'm still gonna have to fight that afterwards. I don't think I can fight a Baylor. We've got to try and fight this Ritual Circle as is, though. So let's, first of all, let's see if auto's friendly. I doubt it will be. Yeah, look at that. Complete annihilation. Okay. I kind of like their formation. I'd really like to crush this side before I crush this side. So if I have the opportunity to do that, which it does look like I can pivot over there and do, I would like to do that. Right, we're primal exhausted too. That's crazy. Okay. I can move and conjure the animated sword, right? Grazed, that's fine. Lesser heal up there, okay. Our ruler does need to live. Can I just summon this right on the spot? Okay. That's not bad. All right, now it's these units that are kind of behind, and we have to be a little wary of because they can kind of hang out pretty low, I think. Ooh, especially this guy. He'll lag behind quite a bit. Still, I think this is our best positioning we can do here. All right. All right. They're missing, which I'm quite about. However, they are pivoting to regroup down here now, which is not great. Because the main problem we're facing is they're also skirmishers. They're magic fighter skirmishers, so they can do an immense... Plus, when they hit a good flame strike, man, it's going to be devastating. I need to group my war shaman up in here. Do 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 do. Lightning evoke across the board. Can I spit? Yes, 90%. That dies now. Okay, we've got one down. That's pretty good. I think we keep this up. You're a tough guy, like a really rough guy. Good oh, and we condemned him. Okay. How far can this one charge? It's kind of getting in the way, but like it could charge quite far, I think, right? It's got a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so if these guys move out of the way, it can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of charge in here. Which would be pretty bad. I don't like how separated I am, but I think I'm just gonna have to be. I don't want to give them a good flame strike. And I'm kind of doing that right now. Like, that is a pretty devastating flame strike. Okay, I don't really know what to do here. Maybe we'll move like this. And then these guys are going to move, I think, charge in here, maybe. The flame strike doesn't go that far. It can go up to here, but it would burn their own guys if they did that, so... I kind of want to cast a Visions of Victory right now. Not gonna lie. We'll move this one back. Can it spit from there, or am I blocked? No, we can spit. We can spit off this ledge. Cool. I was nervous that this little rock... Sometimes rocks like these block your shots, but I think because we're... Oh, they're destructible. Okay, they're destructible as well. Hard. Have to be careful because any kind of big eruption can stop that dead in its tracks. How much damage on the spit will we do? That's not bad. I would like 2 Visions of Victory here, though, so... Yeah, it's a pretty weak Visions of Victory, but it still affects the 3 units that can shoot at this guy right now. And every critical hit is more damage, man. And we got 3 critical hits across the board. Hard to turn that down, man. That's almost another one of these puppies down and dead. It's got 3 poison. It is dead. Electrified and poisoned. This unit's dead. So now we're down to this army, essentially, over here. which is it's a tough army, man. There's no getting around that, man. This would be the best flame strike I think they could do. Which isn't the end of the world if they hit that. My shaman's in the area. Oof. 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 They did not flame strike. They are trying to position for a delicious flame strike right now, which they are. They're in an excellent position to do so. However, we're basically going to kind of pivot through and back into this side of the formation. I have a heal up. I would like to heal the giant still. I cannot lose the ruler. This only lasts for one more turn, so I guess I'll just send it over here. It did its job. I really kind of wish the giant swords didn't have a turn timer on them. It's kind of lame that they do. When warlocks don't, death knights don't, vampires with their summons don't, but the giant does have a 3-turn timer on the animated sword. I don't know, man. This doesn't feel right. It's already a pretty weak unit. Do these guys have slip away stuff? I don't think so. So I'm going to try and move basically out over here, and we're going to isolate and kill this unit. Interesting. I do have a hurl, but not particularly a good spot to hurl. Maybe we run forward and hurl at those guys, but if I run forward, I'm in range of their flame strike in response. So my concern is the displacement here. Now it can charge wherever it wants to, which is a problem. That's not in range. This one is. I think I might try and pin this unit down. It's got a displacement charge, right? Displace and replace. Yeah. Infernal Stomp. Pretty devastating. Both of these units can probably kill this Slither. Hmm. If I charge in here, I might be... Ooh. Oh, the solution might actually be being hyper-aggressive. If I can get one unit right here, it stops their flame strikes from being able to be used. In any case, this unit, I think, is going to go here to try and get this spit down. Okay. We only have one more spell here. It's the Visions of Victory, so we'll cast that right here on all of these units to give them fortune. If you are ever fighting a group of clowns, always go for the juggler. Welcome in, Cool Beans. Welcome in. Great advice. I would like to invigorate here, honestly. Give them some regen. Okay, the problem now, I'm running out of units. I've got 4. And there are 5 people that need fighting. This one is for sure going here. Is it, though? I just don't want it to get a good charge strike off, to be honest. And it just might. Maybe the solution is actually just to let it get that off and be fine with it. Can this kill? No. We might be able to kill that unit, but we're not going to be able to kill what we want. This elementalist, I might be better off warding. 30% chance to freeze, 30% chance to freeze. If we could freeze one of these units... Ooh! Ooh, buy a lottery ticket! 30%? We take that. Okay. We might be able to slither in there now. Oh, I just think it's out of range. Just slightly out of range, man. Maybe this was the unit I needed to freeze. Maybe I could destroy the foliage in the way. This is a double hit on a flank, right? Yeah. Of course, we're opening ourselves up to a huge flank ourselves. Nothing to really do about that, though. Oh, couldn't get the crits, man. We were so buffed, too, with high morale, and we barely got any crits there, so... Well, we're going to get flame struck, so let's just go ahead and kill more units while we can. Let's just hope this isn't super devastating. Something big's about to happen, though. Yep. 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 Okay. Kinda have a problem. Everything is on fire. That's the problem. We don't have a solution, mind you. We just have problems. The lesser light spirit the lesser light spirit will be have its heal up and its cleanse next turn, but I don't think I save this slither. Or this slither. This one might be able to be lived. We're out of spells on our Giant King, so we kind of need to send the Giant King in now. I should have stuck with my original plan, which was just retreating all these units. Instead of attacking with them, I should have retreated them and pulled them back over here, so we would have been in a better spot. But there's nothing to do about that now. At most, I can cleanse one of the units. We will cleanse this one. We're gonna pivot around. Oh, I'm moving so slow. We're gonna pivot around and try and hit this unit. Big crit. That was nice. A 14% chance to freeze there. 30% here. Well, we kind of gotta... Okay, this one's gonna move probably in here for now. This one needs to move out and back over here. Can't lose the hero. Status vulnerability, that's fine. We might be able to do a ton of damage with just spits on this guy. They do a ton of skirmisher damage too, so I don't know exactly how to position here. That's 45. I think we take this. And try and hit it. Nice! Resisted the condemned, but still full hit. Didn't even graze. Double melee strike on the back line. Yeah. That dies, so we don't want to do that. Instead, I would like to probably hit with this unit, man. It sucks to do this, but I think this is the unit I need to hit with. And I'm so sorry. Can I spit from here? 100%. Okay. The Vengeful Flames is really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. However, we do kill this guy. I'm pretty sure we kill this guy this turn. I don't want to move through the fire. Dude, that's such... This is... So somebody on the subreddit today was just talking about how the Flame Strike unit is pretty bad. And I don't think so at all. Specifically because of how oppressive the fire can be. You can just completely lock down a bunch of hexes that prevent you from moving through it to do anything about that. So they can kind of just hang out here and kill a ton of units. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose like 3 or 4 slithers this turn. Which sucks because that's going to set me back so far, but... There's really nothing to do about it. Like, I just kind of got to send these guys in. Okay. We've already committed. Like, I can't uncommit at this point. They're already toast. At most, they might try to start focusing my ruler here, but I am pretty sure the burning's about to be brutal. And then the skirmishers are going to finish some stuff up. I think we'll take probably 3 or 4 slither deaths here. There was 1. The slipaways might save my bacon, dude. Okay, we got 1 down for sure. All right, we've lost 1. When I slip away, do I still maintain the burning stacks? I do. Okay. Burning 5. Wow. I don't have any kind of dispelling. Encore, do you want more? Hell are you waiting for? Oh, I gotta get in there, man. I just can't. There's all this ground is on fire. For 1 more turn, it's all on fire. A 50% shot, I believe. Nice, got it. Okay. And I definitely don't have Invigorate or anything, right? Yeah, they're not up for another turn. I don't want to move that close. I think we'll just try and blight blast this guy from here. Or we peel him back all the way. I don't really know what's the right move here. I have too long on the cooldowns for the War Shaman to be useful here. But also sentencing to death doesn't really make much sense. Which one was the burning 5? This one's the burning 5. We're going to try and spit on that target just to move him back because he's going to get displaced. And then we will try and dispel the burning. We saved another one. This one. I think I can pull him back. I can at least... Ooh, I can at least send this one in. Yeah, that one's good. What about this one? we have lightning evocation up? Oh, that's big. Okay. We're gonna move this slither here. Get on in there, Tiny. Right across. Ripple it across, please. Thanks. This one's got to get out of here. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. Headset. That's what I get for not fixing that at the... not swapping the battery at the start of the stream. I'm just not in a good habit of it yet. I think it's probably because the battery's right next to me, so I just wait for it to beep. Like, why? It takes exactly 2 seconds there to change my batteries. Same thing with my controller batteries. They're right next to me as well, so I don't even think about it. This one can live. This one's now in question whether or not it can live. I'm gonna fully retreat it just to be safe. Both of these guys are in the danger zone. I'm gonna send this slither out over here. We're gonna try and focus down this unit. And we're gonna do the same with this one. Because I still can't move through the fire, man. Just can't do it. It's pretty long range. Figured we'd miss. As for this unit, we've got a 90 on this one. All right. Take that. I'm going to keep moving this one. I'm going to try and move this one over to the War Shaman. It's the only way this guy lives, I think. Okay. Wow. Wow, it dove straight in there to take out another one. I mean, that was a brilliant move. Like, these guys are all dead. Like, I'm going to win this combat now without a problem. It's just a matter of taking out as many units as they possibly can along the way. And they're definitely doing that, man. Fire's down, so we are in the clear here. Did they have another flame strike? Oh, they did. Okay. Heard. But it's not gonna save them. Okay. Who is in the real danger zone now? This slither still. But everybody else I think lives. I think we live with everyone else, so we'll move this one into this kind of formation back here. I doubt this unit can close that gap. It's already low on morale, so it's fumbling. We're just gonna go for melees. We're not even gonna bother with the range for now. Got him. All right, final tally. I think it was 2. We did lose 2, but they were fresh recruits. They weren't from my main formation, which is pretty sweet. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, those are fresh recruit slithers, so I can just replace them. We do have to increase our casualty counter. We've already doubled the casualties from the entire last campaign on turn 12. So that's not going well. And the biggest threat is still to come. Pass through and defense. Can I equip this on a giant? Yo. So Tiny Firekeeper can just walk through all of my units now? Well, that's gonna be epic. Okay, we need to get the flork out of here, man, or we are... I can't... I don't think I can fight that Baylor, man. I don't know if we can even get out of here. Is there a spot where this thing can't hit me? No, man. No, there's no... We're in it. If I enter, I might leave this unit by itself. I will. There is no escape at the moment. Okay. I don't know how we fight a Baylor. If I'm being totally real with y'all, I don't know how we fight that. Oh, man, I genuinely don't know how we'll fight that. One Sunder the Earth, and I'm basically toast across the line. Oh, sweet, a portal. Finally, something. And interesting things. Something I can do over here, at least. This looks like it might be a city spot. We are going to go with Youthful Rejuve here. I still haven't gotten the thing I actually want, which is it makes everything a barbarian, so it'll make my Slithers barbarians with the Savage Strikes. Unless that's not a thing anymore. But I'm almost positive that is a thing. Well, we're gonna need to start making new Slithers. We just lost 2, so. Can they besiege next turn? They absolutely can. This is a very tough fight turn. I'm just so weak, and I don't have that much regen yet. I might be able to do something here. Oh, I can't claim underground, I don't think. Yeah, no, I can't claim underground. I would have really liked to give them a little bit of health regen. That would have helped out a lot, but we don't have that luck right now, or that luxury. Instead, we will go ahead and claim... this tile here. We'll go with a quarry across the board. Oh, man, that Baylor's gonna mess me up if it knows where I am. If it's got the vision and can see me, I'm toast. Yep. High-risk battle. I don't know, and it's not even just the Baylor that's the problem. The Chaos Mage, the double Flame Strike Mages. It's just genuinely a big problem across the board. I don't know if I can regenerate health quickly enough. I might be able to slow it down, though. Oh, dude, and my War Shaman is the farthest it can possibly be away, and that is the most critical unit here to living. Okay. How far can I use that Invigorate? I'm pretty sure it's only a range of 4, so at most I can do it over here. Right on this target. This isn't bad. Who's the weakest of these? 74 of 115, 82 of 125. I want this unit to live more than this one, and it's the only one that can reach anyways. Okay. Invigorate to start the regen stacks. This unit, I'd like to heal the ruler, but I actually think I need to heal these slithers. 85, 95. Yeah, let's try and heal the slithers up. If we have to run around for our lives for a little bit, we'll do that, man. The regeneration will give me 30 extra HP on pretty much all of these units. Not exactly a great strategy, mind you, but it is a strategy we can employ right now. Because that Balor's a problem. And they're pretty slow with how they're moving, man. The Balor might just genuinely charge in, though. And Sunder or Chaos Brand right now. Nothing ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. All right, we've gained fortune. That's something. It's not a great something, but it is something. Everybody move maybe this way. How far and quickly can the War Shaman can move? It can move like this. Okay. The Chaos Brand is what I'm worried about the most. It's got a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might grab this. The Sunder Earth definitely could. Oh no, it can't. I think I'm just on the edge. We are going to utilize our giant to distract here. What happens with the Chaos Brand? Doesn't it immediately resurrect as its own unit? When this unit dies, it turns into an Inferno Puppy under enemy control. So even if I were to freaking summon my Conjure Animated Sword, it actually just feeds them another unit. That's not great. That's not great, but it does... How long's the cooldown? 3. Wow. Dude, Balors are insanely strong, man. They're such an insanely strong unit. And it's sundered straight through. Wow. Ruler's almost dead. Where is Gandalf when you need him? 100%, man. Luckily, we did kind of plan a little bit for this, so we can keep the ruler healed up a little bit. It's not much, man. It's not that much better here, but it is something. When we had nothing, we now have something. The Chaos Mage is a problem. The Chaos Brand is a bigger problem. Pretty sure he can just straight up smoke a ton of units here, man. We're going to pivot back towards the War Shaman. We're going to pivot everyone around towards the War Shaman. How far can the Giant move? The Giant can move... Step on up and then just run in here, man. Okay. The flame isn't gonna work here. I'm not losing Tiny. Not like this. This one's a problem. I guess we'll try and move this one here, but that one's genuinely a big problem. You know what I else just realized is a problem? I kind of have my lesser light spirit just here. Not exactly a great spot to have him. Okay, and then finally we're gonna move our war shaman in as well, right here. Overwhelm tactics. I'm gonna save the vision of the last vision of victory I have. Okay. That could be worse. That could have been worse. It sucks that it's Berserk, because now it's just gonna charge in there, but that could have been worse. Is that the unit it Inferno branded? Yeah, that could have been way worse. It could have targeted... It should have targeted this unit, man. Okay. We're really close to another Invigorate as well. So I think we're gonna be okay for now. The Pyromancers still hanging out at the back line kind of suck. I don't know how we take out the Balor. Not when we also have a freaking Chaos Eater here. With Havoc magic. Pretty sure they just decimate, dude. Yeah, they just crush my Slithers. Um... 9% chance to freeze, 30% chance to freeze, 14% chance to freeze. Wow, we have a lot of units to get through here, man. Oh! Bless! Bless again, we got the big frozen. Wow. Okay. I don't know what we can do though with that. It is... That'll remove Frozen, so this isn't the right move. But Lightning Evocation is the right move, 100%. Okay, the Balor's gonna do an immense amount of damage. These guys can use magic in range. The Flame Strikes... Can this one hit a Flame Strike from the back? Oh, it's already used the Flame Strike. Why did it use it over here? Oh, I had a summons over here. Okay. I think both of these units need to be Vision to Victory, but I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure just yet, man. All these units have mostly attacked anyways, so... Okay. We need to send these guys in. We need to send them in hard. The melee strikes are going to be devastating. Devastating, dude. My only real opportunity here is spitting. Spitting at a different distance than what I'm currently at, so... Chaotic Rebuke is a problem. I'm pretty sure the Slither's toast, dude. Stunned. Wow. Brutal. Brutal. That was probably the most devastating effect that could have happened. We're gonna pivot this one around and try and spit on this target. Resisted the Chaos Rebuke. That's nice. The Lesser Light Spirit has to live, dude. I'm gonna send these Slithers far flank. We're gonna see what how they respond to a far flank slither here. If I move right here, I'm pretty sure the tree's in the way. It's still 70%'s fine. We'll take that. We did poison. And then finally, this dispels a negative status effect, so I'm going to need to move that unit. I think right here. And dispel the stunned, maybe? Or is this dispellable? Yo, is Inferno's brand dispellable? It is. Way better. That is way better. Now this will not become an Inferno puppy for me to also deal with when it dies. Unfortunately, Flyy Boy can kind of come in here and do a lot of damage pretty much wherever he wants to go. Whatever big old Baylor Boy wants to do, Baylor Boy's gonna do. We did condemn it, though. We'll take that. Big crit. Nice. And we poisoned. The Chaos Mage is at half now, so... that was a really good burning strike. Okay, they moved the Chaos Mage back. I wouldn't have done that. I would have just pounded something into ashes over here, but... they've all focused on on the flank side. Yo. Not surprising. I mean, they did burn over here, so even if I were to invigorate, it's not really going to help out too much because of all the burning stacks. We do have one temporary heal. I think we dive in with our ruler at this point. Is there a better Visions of Victory than right here? I don't know if there is. I don't think there is. This is what, 4 or 5 units? And that unit's still stunned, so I can't do anything with that unit anyways. So yeah, I think this is the best. Actually, we're gonna go right here. Yeah. Which means on the come up, because I want to double hit right here, I can actually move right here. Ooh, I see it. I see it. The Visions of Victory. All right, that's fortune for all of them. Let's turn the speed timer back up and then come in here and smash this guy. Okay. I would very much like to come in here with at least one of my units and stop that. Do we invigorate here too? I probably should have invigorated before I moved forward. It would have been the best invigorate, I think. I could lose those units on the left, though. They have slip away, though. I still think this is the better invigorate because of all the burning now we've got going on. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. The Chaos Rebuke's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie here. But sending this Slither in pins these guys. Sending this Slither along the flank side starts forcing these battle mages to do something about that. Of course, the Baylor is just gonna wreck everything. Everything. Everything dies. I don't think I have a stop to that, man. Just so much stuff on fire, dude. I can at least hit a 65% chance here. Status vulnerability, we'll take that. We do have 2 more stacks of burning now, though. How much retaliation damage is this? It's not actually as much retaliation damage as I kind of thought. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of retaliation damage, but... Ooh. Ooh, okay. That one dies. I'm pretty sure it can fire in zone of control. It doesn't give a crap about not being in zone of control, man. So I'm gonna come in here and take this guy out. One less unit to deal with. Double melee strike. The back line, double crit, cool. We've just got to pound the Baylor into as much ash as we can possibly do, man. The Chaos Mage is the biggest problem. Took out my ruler. Took out that slither. Stunned and insane that one. Wow. Okay. Heard. Big crit, though. Okay, Baylor down. Forgot it explodes in fire, too, because, of course, it doesn't do enough things. It's okay. It's alright. We'll be alright. Insanity and stun only last another turn. It still got slip away over here. The battle mages are now the main problem. Is it better to double melee strike? I think it is. Stunned. Classic. Which one of these has their flame strike? This one does. This one will next turn as well. Okay. Condemned. How much poison's on this unit? 1. It might die. It's supposed to be 4 damage, I believe, from poison. The problem is it can absolutely devastate quite a few units here. Okay, let's see what happens. Slipped away from the insanity. We are on a knife's edge right now, gentlemen. We're gonna finish this unit off. Both of these have slipped away, and they're on fire, so they die if I don't win this turn. %50 there. We did hit. But a hit is not enough. Oh, hold on. If they're gonna die anyways, it might be better off to just send them in. Which one of these is tougher? Which one of these is a higher rank? This one. This one's an elite, so it's about to become a slither a lot, an actual slither a lot sooner. Okay. So we'll move him up here and cleanse him. That unit dies now. Okay. We have Draconic Rage, so we should do an immense amount. Oh, I think we win. I think we get out of here. Oh, we totally do. Okay, Ruler's down, so he'll be in the Astral Void for a turn. Or 2, maybe even 3. Which is not a great place to have him. And we did lose another Slither. I'm not going to count the Ruler as a casualty. Rulers don't really die. They just kind of temporarily go into sleepy Betty Bye. So we're gonna bump that up to 5. And we're so unbelievably terribly weak. Ah, yes, the Battle of the Hotties. Damn, GG. Thanks. Phew, I really didn't know if we'd beat that because of the Baylor and the Chaos Mage combined, man. We're not fully out of the woods yet. Yeah, oh my god, man. I can't get out of there. The narrative arc, you started from scouts aren't people to rulers aren't people. You know what? You've convinced me. I'll add rulers into my casualties. He did go down, and it is actually pretty devastating too, because yeah, I just can't. I don't think I can fight off this army here. I wonder where this teleporter goes. I might just have to run the risk of just sending it down and seeing where it goes. Because I can be entirely fought for sure by this formation, which is more Flame Strike boys. I don't have enough heals to live. One Flame Strike and I'm basically toast, man. We do have a hero skill. I guess we'll take that. An evocation might help. I just don't know what kind of evocation to actually take here. The game thought I could beat an Obsidian Dragon before turn 10-ish. The game was very wrong. I think I've only ever beaten a dragon that early once or twice, maybe. And it was with significant casualties. And actually utilized summons. Like if you have summoning spells like Architects from the turn 1, you can kind of do it because you can summon the units. The dragon might come in and waste its attacks that are pretty devastating on those units, but it's a big lot of mites and ifs. It's a pretty tough unit to beat that early. Foraging training doesn't help me here, I think. Not at the moment. I really think the only thing that's going to help me is choosing a discipline. Then RTR dropped and you went scouts are people. And now rulers aren't people? 6 casualties. Karrissa shows 1 tummy and you've abandoned your prison principles. Yeah, it's just been a rough start, to be honest. There was a lot that's happened really quickly in about 2 turns here. What's kind of crazy is I hate that this is an AI, man. A human player might not... I don't think a human player would realistically have made a beeline for the underground like this unit is. A human player would have seen a defenseless city and probably gone for the city. However, because it's an AI and it knows exactly where my positioning is, exactly what's going on, and where my fights are happening, it's going down here to fuck me up. Yeah, I genuinely don't think I can bust through this. I can at least maybe move over here. We'll just kind of hold and see. We don't have spells to cap. Not that our spells do anything, so it's not really a help. Wait, my giant died? Yeah, my giant died. The Baylor came in and just floored it, dude. I actually haven't had a hero or a ruler in the Astral Void in a really long time. How long does it last, chat? Oh wow, I can't even train units while my Giant King is in the Astral Void? Heard.
Sailors on this rock crazy as you.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks for the gifted sub, buddy. Should say in my hero selection. Okay. 2 turns. That's a lot. That's a long 2 turns, man. We are going to move this unit in here. I might try and sacrifice these units. If they attack these units instead, it gives my army some time to regenerate. Some time. Not much, but some. Right now, we are for sure in the buying time stage of the game. Yeah, we'll move these guys out. We'll see if they attack. I suppose it's possible to move maybe up onto the sticks like these. And then I might not be attacked, but Magma Opus is a sick name. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you, man. I originally had it named like the Gluttonous Feast or something like that. And then as I was thinking about all the fire stuff I was going to do, I was like, Magma Opus. That's the name. I've already cast this, right? I've still got rapid involvement. Okay. I'm gonna try and take foraging training. Just regenerate their health a little faster, man. If they successfully buy the attack over here, we'll have a little bit better opportunity. There's nothing to do now. There's nothing to do but just wait and pray. I might have a complete army wipe and have to restart from there. That'll be a first for any stream I've ever had that. Cause I don't want to really redo those fights, man. They were tough, good fights. They'll have access to spells. I will not. All right, Independence, what are you gonna do, man? You got 2 choices. I left you a juicy little bait to go kill, or you can absolutely cripple everything about me. Oh, yes! All right, they went for the bait. They went for the bait. These guys are dead. I'm taking 2.5 casualties. We'll manual it, though, to see if we can take at least 1 down with us. But I'm almost positive they're super turbo dead. I can't win with these 3 units and no spells. What unit would I like to kill if I could? One of these pyromancers would be my ideal unit to take out, but I think I'll settle for the lesser magma spirit as well. But the pyromancer would be my ideal target if I can manage to kill 1 unit. There isn't really good terrain to work with. Maybe over here by these rocks. That's all we got. Okay. They moved both of the pyromancers behind Mr. Tonic Spark, who is a skirmisher with whiplash. That's annoying. This is an entirely annoying formation, but it's fine. We're gonna move that one up there. Why does that move so slow? Like, did you guys see how slow that camel moved compared to my other units? Okay. I'm gonna move into these trees and shoot. A graze. Unfortunate. Pretty sure they can flame strike, right? Yeah. Yeah. Shoot dang. Is this a... Yeah, it's a melee strike, too, so he's I send 1 slither in here, and it's completely toast, man. I don't know if I'll even be able to get 1 unit dead out of this. We'll have to see. They're gonna crush that scout. They're missing, though. Wow, that one didn't miss. That one didn't miss at all. That just deleted it. That Yeet just deleted it. Well, we're definitely not killing anything. So let's stop wasting time here. They're not really casting spells, though, so that's kind of nice. We'll move into this to try and give us a little bit of slipperiness. That slither right there is dead. Yeah. Missed once. Little late to apply the remorse now. Interesting. Well, we can at least severely weaken that, and if we had managed to get critical hits, we would have taken that out. It might have been possible to actually get 1 unit dead here. So that's 2 more. But it bought us a very critical turn. See, it took them a little longer to get there. It's actually going to take them even longer now. They can't get onto this side. So as long as we remain over here, we should be safe to regenerate a little bit better. The more health we can regen, the better off we will be. I'm actually even going to move onto the rocks just to be extra safe here. They can't climb those, so. All the stuck up chicks. So immature. He's trying to make you feel bad for your poor decisions. He sure is, man. Sure is. I don't even know if it's necessarily poor decisions. I had to take that thing out. It was going to start sending Balors at me as an infestation. I couldn't have that happen. It's just very poor timing that it coincided with the very first raid from Bastion at the exact same moment, man. That was just very unfortunate. I think we go with the blacksmith now at this point instead of the town hall. Yeah, dude, I think we go with the blacksmith. We're gonna need to rapidly pump out units, so... we won't rush this either. That's a lot of money. And we don't have the ability to gain pretty much anything worth it right now. Am I one turn off here? Foresters can grant extra gold. I'd like maybe farms to grant extra gold instead of foresters granting mana. Foraging's really what we want, though. Unfortunately, it's too far away. It's too far away, so... all right, buddy, come at me. It's pillaging. And my ruler's back. All right, let's go. Let's go. We can turn this now. Give me another slither and rush it. Don't even hesitate. This is a single turn, basically, to get these things out. We should rush the blacksmith. And then build the town hall. Warriors! Okay. Since it's pillaging, I'm pretty sure I can come in here. The AI doesn't abandon pillages, they just stay pillaging, so... we're gonna get ready to head onto the surface. And rejoin the army up there next turn. There is still literally no land I'm interested in pretty much anyway. At most, there is a city somewhere over here. Yeah, there's a city somewhere over here. Possibly... right here. This doesn't look bad. Yeah, I could work with this. Ruler's just gonna stay for now. Okay, I've literally told you to stop moving twice. What are you actively doing with your life here, man? Guard, thank you. What do we do after we claim that? Because we've cleared out... I suppose we check out what that teleporter goes to. My scout's kind of on the way back, so... I will have enough roads to now be able to build to hopefully better lands. Why can I not build another slither right now? Oh, wait, what the... I was just cranking them. Oh, we just built a whole ass army. Oh, okay. Sure. And then we'll rush that one. And there we go. Full new army, ready to go. Let's go crush this guy. We lived! The Great Reckoning just took 6 people off the battlefield for me. I'd kind of like to teleport through right now and see where this ends up. Ah, maybe I shouldn't have done this. It did something. Okay. Nearing the central underground domain, all are overcome by the searing hot heat of the underworld and the rancid stench of sulfur and burning flesh. At the very center of the vast cavernous reach, there suffers the perishing arch nemesis. Is that a lore thing or like a... oh, it's a landmark. Okay. A Hellion Titan who is believed to have once fought against the demon overlords in ages long ago. But now it is chained up and tortured for all of eternity. All about it, the furious, maddened sounds of battle echo out from every corner of the pit. The mad carnage ritual which all demon can hear partake to appease their infernal masters. Thus you behold the circle of the Azh'Ruun pit, a vast, ancient, diabolical capital of chaos. Well, I don't need more draft right now, man. I just built a whole ass army. I don't need it. I can gain a chaos boon so I can get some extra city stability. That's not a bad idea, I think. But we'll finish up our tome. Wow, that thing looks sick. Hey, excuse me. I was busy admiring this. Wow. Have they chained his rib cage? Yo, that's a horrible way to be chained for eternity, man. I thought Prometheus had it bad. Getting his eyes pecked out. At least his chest wasn't chained and being peeled apart for all of eternity. It's a Sano. What's the problem? Just because he's a red demon doesn't mean he's fire immune, man. Maybe he's fire resistant. Maybe it burns him slowly. We smoke this guy now, thanks. I'd like to auto this, but it's probably going to give me some casualties and I'm going to have to manual this. Awesome, it didn't. Signet of Escaping. Yo, that's a sweet ring. That is way better for me than Vicious Seer. Yeah, I would rather have Tiny Firekeeper slip away like all of my other minions, man. Ados was nibbling his liver, not his eyes, and what if that's just normal water, but he's heating it up? You think those crows, man, you think they just, the ravens or whatever, they just nibbled on only his liver? Nah, man. Nah, man. They went after his eyes, too. Probably went after his fingies. Also, what if that's just normal water, but he's heating it up? Eagles! Ados was an eagle! You remind me of my friend when he was describing Harambe's death to someone back when Harambe died, and one of the people at the party was just like, he's just some kind of gorilla. Why does it matter? And then my friend just like lost it, threw his beer on the ground, and went, he was an ape, a great silverback ape who deserved none of what he received, and just like threw down on the spot. It was one of the funniest party things I've seen. There's the light novel I read where one of the characters has healing powers, but she feels like she's burning alive when she uses them. Right back here, actually. Hold on, where's my finger? Yeah, right there. That's my hero. That's my Harambe hero poster. Dicks have always been out for Harambe. They've never stopped. Okay, I think it still sucks the summons only last for 3 turns on the Giant King summons, man. I think they could afford to have them last with, oh, I guess they do down here. I can choose the ability to make them last until end of combat, but it's not bad. You know what? I think if we grab the lava bow, we would help ourselves out quite a bit. So rather than going for Massive Flame or Hurl Flame, we're going to work our way down towards the permanent bow. Okay, these ones are all gonna leave this army. We're gonna swap these slithers for the real slithers we've got. Since this one's a druid, I want these slithers as tough as they can possibly be, man. We've got one soldier. Is there anyone better? No. All right, we've kind of gotten rid of all of the chaff in our armies. We've just got slithers now, so that's pretty great. I think it's time we go teach Bastion. Teach Bastion a lesson. At least make it into a free city, man, or something. And then we'll found our own city down here. Oh, yes, I want to see if there's a decent city. I doubt there is over here. It says battles echo around here, so... Oh, what the hell is this thing? Rex Hoarder? The earth rumbles to footsteps the weight of a mountains. Hold on. The earth rumbles to footsteps the weight of mountains. Thus you behold the protector of the chain of greed. Okay, so they're all going to be themed, these different kind of chains. Oh, they're cities. Okay, cool. He who rejected the Allfather and stole the knowledge from the Eternal Council. Isternek hungers for your gold, bellows the fiery giant. Your gold. There can only be one fire giant, dude. I'm probably gonna have to fight you, man. Sorry. I can't have Karrissa gain eyes for a different fire giant. Just can't have it. Your gold, yes, consume it I must. Never there is enough. No, never. All is fuel for the eternal need. My demon overlord of avarice. She who was born out of pride. Traitor king of Merida. My men call me... Demonic Prince of Greed. Istarnek Gold Cursor is my name, and your damned gold I must devour. Looms slowly closer to consume your gold, even where you stand, with molten gold froths at his lips. Wow. Oh, dude, he's got gold grills. Oh, that's cool. Maybe just a little gold. I'll lose 100 gold, and my stance will change to peace. I deny a sacrifice. He will resent me for it. Relations will decrease by 300. Gain a grievance against him. So basically this temporarily stops war. Whereas this is immediate war right now. I think I will temporarily not have war, man. I want to know what I'm getting into and regroup fully. Heard. That's probably a pretty dope city. I need to take that, I bet. Traitor King, that's one of the bad ones. What gave that away? Oh, there we go. There we go. More lava revealed. Hooray! Hooray! We're gonna get marching towards Bastion. This army, meanwhile, is going to march and clear this out. All right, first tome. Almost certain gluttony. I don't even think I need to check anything else. I'm almost positive I'm going gluttony here, especially now that I need chaos affinities. Upon expanding my chaos affinity, a hot familiar sensation caresses my mind. Yeah, she does. And with a wild whoosh of flames and mad cackles, Karrissa appears again before me. Yes, she cheers as she fixes her whole attention onto you. Oh, my roaring one, teases she. I just now sensed your distinct, vigorous signature in the great cosmic blaze and instantly knew you had stayed true. Karrissa glances away with a queer smile while she toes the floor. Yo, hold up. Hold up. Some freaks out there just got real excited by the towing of the floor. Before concluding in a whisper to me. Karrissa flashes her eyes and pouts her lips in feigned innocence. How would you like to tear asunder all of Obadoth and rebirth it together with me? I mean, look, I was already I was already sold on what you were doing. I would love nothing more. I can demand she explain herself. No, man, she doesn't need to explain shit. She doesn't need to explain shit. I'm on board. What are we doing? Who we killing? She cackles louder and louder until her furious love fills my heart. Bet. Through it, a liberating spirit flares up from within, maddening you with an uncontrollable, violent urge to rage. Yes, 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 screams Karrissa with a deranged grin. Let's skip the coquetry. I say that right? I'm pretty sure I did. Coquetry? She just wanted to say cock, man. I know what's about. I know what she's about. My roaring one. Obadoth was once a what was she calling me before she was calling me roaring one? She was calling me like, I forget what she was calling me, but it was definitely something more pet namey than roaring one. Obadoth was once a world utterly rife with chaos, but since the Archons choked the virility out of it, why the fiends here have become but impotent little imps. All ages since, the sullen tyranny of Archon order have subdued the true potential out of Astral Sea, and this simply can no longer do, so we burn it. Here we go, all right. Dismantle the 5 chains holding it down, and then we'll unleash it upon Obadoth and burn this circle down. All right. Demonic hunger is the thing I really want, right? That gives me the demonic satiation. Well, I probably want Infernal Jaws too, but I don't have that much to go for. So we'll lock Infernal Jaws and take demonic hunger first. Is she proposing? Maybe. I mean, it sounded like a proposal to me. It sounded for sure like an alliance proposal. I forgot how many slithers it was running me through there. We will claim, I think, this tile, man. Let's claim this one. A farm's a good spot here. Which hero leveled up? Awesome. I would like to give you experience leader to level up my slithers even faster. I just know you seem to read every option as yes, burn mommy. I still don't know if her character model is better now. I know it's literally hotter because it's flamier, but I actually like Karissa's original model a little bit better. The burnt arms, I don't know, man. Oh, there we go. We've got enough mana now to also cast Draconic Vitality. That's going to be huge. That's going to be so unbelievably mega huge. I forget if Draconic Vitality affects... It doesn't affect the slithers. It's kind of lame, man. Feel like it should. They're expendable, so they don't afflict the morale. They're gaining 15 extra XP per turn, and now in this weaker stack, too, they're gaining even more XP. They should be gaining 30 XP a turn, each of them. Which is crazy. This one should become a champion in 5 turns. 5 turns, I'll have a champion Lesser Light Spirit without any fighting. Have I seen the Age of Wonders 2 portrait profile picture? No, I have not. No, I haven't. Treaty's been broken. Okay. 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 Dude, how many treaties just changed, man? Wow. Dude, she got such a better start than me. That's so crazy. I wish I could have started right here. This is an insane start. You've got a sweet little gold ancient wonder near you. Whatever the heck this thing does. Gives you access to infernal fiends and magma spirits. And Rapture Kindle. Oh, that's the city. Okay. All right, all of these kind of got to be stomped. Who owns this? The Blood Gurgling Legion. Wow, that's a fucking terrifying name. There are an uncomfortable amount of cities right next to me. I am not recommending you do. We may lose you. Oh, come on. What is this? Oh, it's Yzariel. Heard. Well, these guys are dead. I literally can't get back out of here because I guess they just appeared on this portal. That's unfortunate. So I guess we'll just send him deep and scout. Oh, it's the Hotman. Hotman? My fellow Hotman? As your troops approach the chain of hatred, all are suddenly overcome with a hot, furious fervor. Karrissa has reached out. Yes, you are nearing the chain of hatred. Sweet catharsis awaits. Do not stop now. Go, ravage it whole. Pillage it to ruin. Break the chain, my roaring one. Do not hold back. Karrissa the Fury motivates you and your rat pack from the heart to press on and raise and dismantle the chain of hatred. Go ahead without pause. What do I tell my troops? I can receive 368 mana and instantly lose all my city stability. I think I'll just go with the give in to the Fury right now. Seems fine by me. Oh my god, did he just like spawned these units here, dude? They were not here. Okay. Well, luckily I have not fully fought these guys off yet, so we've now got a tier 2 structure, so I'd like to start getting some more war shamans out. They do help keep the slithers alive. We're going to need a tavern and the vendor for sure. We're running out of gold. We'll go with the vendor first. I think we take this guy. It says it's a risky battle. He might have some really good spells, and I have 0 spells. I'm so close to leveling up and no real way to... Oh my god, this one's so close. They're all champions right on the fringes of leveling up. I think we gotta fight it, though. If he brings in the second army before I smoke this army, I've got a problem, so... Let's try auto first and see what's about to happen. Flameo, hot man. Flameo! We lost 1 slither. I wonder if we can do better. I'd like to try and do better because we also got incredibly damaged across the board. Okay. A lot of defense mode. Dawn defenders, so they get a lot of smiting power, and there are a lot of physical defense as well. Kind of a problem. What's their hero do? I didn't even bother to check, really. He's a ranger with dagger throwing abilities, a leaping ability, a twin awakening ability, and a scattershot ability that can cast bleeding. That's a lot of damage it spreads out, man. Unfortunately, we don't have much in the way of healing right now, so I guess we'll just kind of group up in the trees. Force them to kind of come and attack here. We can heal this unit up, which we will do. It's at least a champion now, so a 40 heal instead of a 20 heal is big. I think we will step this guy up. We'll step tiny right on in. And then conjure our fire sword. Or maybe hurl. It's not a bad hurl. Is there a better position I can hurl from? I quite like hurling from, I think, here instead. Or maybe here. How big of a hurl would that be? Significantly more damage. Yeah. Lit all of those guys on fire. That's nice. And then we'll send in the healthy slithers along the flanks. And these ones will be kind of backing them up. I might even go over here. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Move that one to the front. This one can actually go in this tree, which I really like. I'm actually going to even move it up here. It's fine if they're isolated by themselves right now. Because he's got a big scatter shot coming, and I don't really want to have that hurt as much. And now that we've got our front line up here, that's where it is. I think I've got a youthful regen. Oh, big condemn. Big scattershot blast. And now they're charging in hard with hard defense modes and bolstering defenses across the board. Nice. Heard. The youthful rejuve. I at least have a decent freaking spell now, man. I need to move my Giant King because it's not the time to step in there and start shooting them like that. 80% shot. Frost weakness, but it removes the burning. I don't know if I want to remove the burning. It's not really that good, though, so... I kind of like the idea of this super weak Slither moving behind. It's not... It would die very quickly, I think. But it does suppress the Archer. Probably should have been the one I resurged. The rest of these guys are just going to start spitting on these units, man. We can poison the crap out of the front line or really poison this back line. I think we poisoned the crap out of the front line. Because that one's got status vulnerability, so we're going to stack 5 poison on it as much as we can. Force these guys to split up and stop their defense mode. Big, okay. We're gonna move out of the way of our giant. Who's gonna move back here. I could lightning evoke. That's not a bad move, but I really think it's probably better to summon a sword right here. Okay. Now we rotate this unit back to the front and keep spitting. Once this unit has 5 poison, we're going to spread the poison to something else now. Oh, resisted the poison. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. We're going to move the tougher ones in the front anyways. Resisted the poison again. Wow, we got so lucky for so long. Hold up. Hold up. This one does have sweet melee strikes, so I do have to be a little careful about that. Plus, it can leap, too, for a free action, so I have to be very careful that it doesn't immediately blitz something. Resisted the poison again. Wow. Okay. Probably should have condemned first. I think condemning would have made the status resistance a lot better, but we did manage to get 4 poison stacks on a unit that is super buffed with 14 defense at the moment. And we kind of set up this really nice slither wall. So I think we'll be okay. Mass condemnation is kind of a problem, though. Not gonna lie. But they're attacking, so they're no longer in defense modes. That one will slip away, but it'll be okay. I'm gonna resurge that one, so it will not die. I'll useful rejuve it. It'll be okay. Now it has resurgence, so even if it dies, it will come back. Does the resurgence ever go away? No, it's permanently on the units. Okay. It's probably time to lightning evoke here. Yeah, I'm good with that. Who gives the status vulnerability? It's my hero here, right? 55% chance, long distance defensive tactics. It's also got status resistance, so it's unlikely to actually hit like that. That mass condemnation is a really strong spell, dude. I don't think it's going to be enough to save them, though. We can heal. I would like to heal this one. Nice. And engaging them would be foolish. So spitting on them is still the right move. Let's go with anything that gives us an 80% chance, because it's already going to be kind of difficult to spit on them. Nice. 55 there. I think I like moving this one here and spitting. Resisted the poison. We've only got 2 stacks of poison on this guy, so we will have to do something to improve that. Who's got resurgence? I see which one's got resurgence. Okay. Resisted poison again. Again. Wow. I think I'm going to send this one around this side. And the reason is this guy's got resurgence, so and he's already used his slip away, so it's totally fine if he dies. He comes back at the end of combat. He's not a real death. I'm going to move this one to the front. Try and move this one around to get a better shot. 80% there. Yeah, we'll go with that. 20% chance to freeze. Ooh, and we got it. Boom. I have gotten insanely lucky. This guy's name needs to be rechanged. Nyla the Academic is like an insanely lucky frozen strikes. Who's the one with resurgence? This is the one with the resurgence. I would like to charge him straight in here. Okay, they got precognition. That's kind of annoying. Don't know how that happened. I'd like to keep spitting on probably this archer. Raised and resisted the poison. Classic. Okay. Who can I hit here? 40% chance to poison on both. I'd like to stack one more poison if I could. Resisted it, but that's okay. This Slither Hatchling is kind of weaker than the others, but I think it'll be okay. Since that one got frozen, man, I think we're in an excellent position. I don't think that archer can fire. So we're pretty much down to just these units here. We got another poison stack, so it's got 3 stacks of poison on it. That's nice. I don't think they can do much. The mass condemnation is still annoying. Not gonna lie about that. Grazed, which is great. The resurgent one is still defending nicely. Not really a good swiping attack there. How about this unit? I can hit another 80 here. Resisted that one. That's fine. That's done. Bonk. Got that one. I'm pretty sure they're being run down. I'm just gonna save my youthful reju for the very end here. We'll move this one here and see what kind of damage we can do. That's not bad. Condemned with a crit. We'll take that. That dies. Good. I think I'd like to fully charge in here at this point. Oh my gosh, yeah. Who does more damage, the enraged one? Everybody that can spit. That unit, this unit is pretty much the only one that's actually deadly left in this game. Double melee strike, nice. Does this unit have slip away? We're about to find out. I missed, that's okay. That one hit. All right, we will send this unit in to the front line. And we will youthful rejuve it. Okay. I think I'm good with that. Damn. We actually did lose one. That's very unfortunate. I don't think that was one of the awakened or resurged ones. We lost a slither there. They picked, what unit did they pick? That's crazy. That's so good. That was such a good play. They were going down and they took that one down with them. You know what? I feel incredibly disrespected by that, dude. Eat fireball. At least it was one of the new recruits, so it's not the end of the world, but it is another casualty. We might very well hit double digits for by tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's stream will hit double digits, I think. That's crazy. Legosalis, that's awesome. All units in the army heal an extra 5 hit points. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give that to our fire giant right now. All right, we knocked him off, so I'm going to move everybody into the capital city for now, just to... We need to top off our health, man. I think we stop recruiting this war shaman and instead recruit this slither first. Yeah, I'm good with that. And reveal to me nothing. Hooray. Return to the chain agreed. We have a lot of empire progression. I'd like to take some of this before the stream. I close the stream for today. Wonder Reavers. When clearing an ancient wonder, gain knowledge. Kind of nice. Resource rewards from pickups are increased. Kind of nice as well. Research skills that unlock units are done faster. Summon spells cost less world map casting points, and combat spells cost less map casting points. I don't really have combat casting spells, man. I certainly don't have combat summon spells. I'd like to get some. I just don't have any at the moment. I think we'll take Prosperous Lands. We will absolutely take road building. And then... Pickups include basically anything, right? That's on, like, the world map. A one-time resource pickup. I was thinking that would be useful for... clearing out, like, any kind of resource nodes, but I don't actually think those are pickups. I think resource nodes do not count as pickups. There's a different thing. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and end the turn. We're probably not going to be attacked. We might be attacked, though, by Yisrael here. Yisariel? We'll have to see. He didn't attack. Okay. All right, let's see. Anyone else is playing this awesome game today? Looks like we've got one playing. Let's see. Age of Wonders 4. I'm gonna browse. They're in Portuguese. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna raid you guys off over to Paisley Trees. I'm gonna see if she accepts raids. I don't know if she does. I really like her content for Civ 6, or Civ 7, so she's a really good streamer for that kind of guys. Thank you guys very much for being here. I'll be here again tomorrow, 6 to 10 p.m. And we'll continue this campaign going because this one's going great so far. Thank you guys. If you haven't followed yet, please follow. It helps out a lot. I'm really close to my next goal, which is 50. Yeah, thank you guys a ton. Let's start this out.